What's up, Patreon party people? Here we are, Monday morning. We find ourselves in a bit of a crucible. As I'm sure you're aware, maybe you're not aware of this. There's going to be some bumps coming up in the next several to maybe 5 months. Shane, as you may or may not know, is recording and writing Tires season 2. So he's going to be in Philadelphia a lot of the time. I'm going to travel to Philadelphia as much as I can to try to record episodes here and there. But just episodes here and there won't be enough. So, hence the crucible that I mentioned. And if you don't know what a crucible is, it just means like some sort of like vessel or container that holds like molten metal. You take a thing like a statue and you melt it down, and that's the crucible. You're subjected to super high temperatures, super stressful events. And hopefully within the crucible, you're transformed into something else. So my goal is to shift 90% of my attention to generating content for the podcast, which honestly, I kind of like. I kind of like the idea of just going full bore on the podcast, because I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. We never really did any work for this thing. we just sit down and talk. But I'd always ask myself, what could it be like, dude, if I put in an honest day, an honest week, just generating content, booking guests, doing all this stuff. And in lieu of Shane's absence, I'm going to prepare us and myself to kind of like just start generating as much stuff as possible. What would it look like if I really genuinely gave my all? And my all is always going to be, if I can divert my perpetually divided attention. What if I can just kind of like give like 60% of my attention? I can't give 100% of my attention to anything, or else it like just dies for some reason in terms of like the way I feel about it, if that makes sense. If I go all in on just one thing, I tire of it. The light leaves my eyes. It's just the way I am. Sorry, goddammit, it's just the way I am. But in this crucible that we all find ourselves in, I do think it will bear fruit. I think between traveling to Philadelphia, recording those classic Coca-Cola episodes that everybody loves, I love them. Do some of those, you'll get that. And then all of a sudden, like, whoa, here's some new stuff. Who's this guy? Who's this guy that's being interviewed? Oh, this is a super cool guest. I'll do some of those. So I know some people like to do like Chicken Little, the sky's falling, like, oh, everything's over. I can assure you it's not. And I can assure you you're going to get more stuff than you used to. So, hey, that's my goal. That's my mission. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, here's something I want to try to do that I've always kind of wanted to try is I'm going to peruse the news and see if I can just bring you guys up to speed on what's going on, because I don't read the news. I hardly read the news. I check it like when I'm taking a dump, or if it's like the day of the podcast, I go, oh, fuck, I have nothing to talk about. And I just kind of give like a brief overview. So let me just fill you in on what's going on in the world. And this is more of like an experimental thing. I'll be doing a lot of weird experimental things on the Patreon just to kind of, maximize bang for buck. Bang for fucking buck for you guys. So let's check this out. We got Hurricane Beryl, path forecast warnings. So if you're in Houston and other Texas cities, which I'm in, I should probably know about this. I'll be honest too. I think the hurricane was raging in Jamaica, so shout out to Jamrock. Sorry about all that. But selfishly, I was standing out here yesterday, and I was like, Austin's hot as fuck, and I caught like a nice breeze yesterday, and I was like, yeah, maybe all it takes is a fucking hurricane to get a breeze around this fucking hot hellhole. Yeah, okay. Beryl's a tropical storm. Okay. Let me see. You know what, man? I'm not going to. Oh, Houston guy got killed in the Hurricane Beryl. The sheriff says that 54 minutes ago. A Houston man is dead after a tree fell on his home. That fucking sucks. Damn. And the Harris County sheriff posted online, quote, tragic! Exclamation point. A tree fell on a house and a man was trapped under debris. Preliminary info indicates one person has been confirmed deceased. Fire department is on scene. Damn, dude, that fucking blows, dude. 53-year-old man just sitting in the house with your family, riding out the storm, quote, when an oak tree fell on the house, causing the structure to collapse. The man's wife and children were not harmed, the sheriff said, which is good, thank God, but damn, that sucks. That fucking sucks. You're just in your house, chilling with your family, being like, come on, guys. Storm's not so bad, it'll pass. And a fucking tree just goes boom, and your whole fucking house collapses and you die. Thank God his children and his wife were okay. Damn, that fucking sucks. That sucks so bad. This is why I don't read the news. Because I have two reactions. I could dedicate 10 minutes to grieving this man. I don't know. I genuinely feel bad for the guy. But then I have an instinct to be like, it's kind of fucking funny to be sitting in your house. And I don't know why. Imagining just sitting there watching. I mean, what was he watching? Houston Area Man. I mean, it might have been Big Bang Theory. Could have been at 5 o'clock. He was probably monitoring the storm, being like, guys, there's the red part. We're going to get to the green part. Everything's fine. And just a giant oak tree comes crashing down. Those are your last words. Guys, we're fine. I feel bad. I shouldn't joke about this stuff because, again, the dude just died. He got crushed in his house by a tree in his yard. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I'd be fucking furious if my father was crushed by a tree that crashed into his house and trapped him. It's terrible. Maybe this is why I don't go over the news. So that happened. Nothing's funny about it. Terrible, terrible shit. More than 2 million customers are down without power as Texas as Beryl bears down. Now a tropical storm. So there's some news for you. How about that? Ooh, France elections 2024. Macron refuses Prime Minister Attal's resignation. What the fuck does that even mean? Who is Macron? Is Macron the Prime Minister or no? Okay, so French President Emmanuel Macron refused the resignation of the country's Prime Minister, asking him on Monday to remain temporarily as the head of the government after chaotic election results left the government in limbo. So what the fuck does it so Macron is okay, so Macron is the current prime minister. Correction, Macron is not the prime minister. Macron is the president of France. France has a prime minister and a president, which I don't know how the fuck that works, but Gabriel Attal is the prime minister of France, who was going to resign for some fucking reason. So there's a correction. My bad. Macron's not the prime minister. They have the president and the prime minister. So they have basically the president is the ultimate boss. The prime minister, I guess, deals with Canada. I don't fucking know how that works, but there's a correction. Sorry. So French voters split the legislature on the left, center, and far right, leaving no faction even close to the majority needed to form a government. I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about here. I don't know. So they had an election, and they can't. Let me research this further before I continue talking about this. Hold on, I'll be back. Let me see what the fuck's going on here. All right, I did a little bit of research, and I never knew any of this stuff, how any of the parliament stuff works. But apparently France has 527, maybe 77. They have 500 something constituencies. And as far as I know now, what they do is they have 4 or 5 parties being voted on in each constituency, meaning think of it as a state. Or they have an election at a local level for their representative that goes to then this whatever the fuck they call it, the Supreme Parliament or the General Assembly or something. So they had so what they do is that they take say they have 4 different parties. They have 2 rounds of votes. If any one of those people, any one of the 4 people in each constituency or little territory on the first round of elections gets 50% of the vote, then they go right to the General Assembly or whatever it's called, the French Congress. And if say it's a 4-way kind of pitter patter of this guy gets 30%, this person gets 27%, this person gets 9%, and this person gets whatever, makes up the rest of the votes. Then they take the top 2 or 3, and then they have another they cut the one guy out who got like 2%. You're out. The two people who got like 30 and 27, they get to do another election where then they get to see who gets like the majority out of those two. And what happened was the far right party apparently was supposed to, they were being polled as if they were going to, or they were polling as if they were going to be like the front runners. And nobody got, out of like the 500 something territories, only like 10 of them or something got people that got 50% and got sent right to the General Assembly. So what they're complaining about is one of the parties, like one of the leftist parties, dropped out totally, like the night before, all across the entire country, dropped out of the race. So then it consolidated all the votes amongst the left people within like some different left party, the whatever the fuck it's called. And that gained like Macron and the other left people. Macron's a centrist, I guess, but the other left people, they basically just consolidated all their votes in one party. The parties basically merged, and that brought them into some sort of political victory. So now the General Assembly is going to be dominated. The seats in the General Assembly is going to be dominated by leftists and Macron's kind of centrist party, while the people on the right are kind of like, God damn it, they got kind of fucked. They could have joined forces and done the same thing, I guess. So they're all pissed off. That's all I know right now. Let me research some more and find out. All right, so I did a little more. I'm just watching one YouTube video, but I did a little more research. And so apparently from the General Assembly, then they pick a prime minister, but I guess they have to somewhat agree on this guy. I could be wrong. This is just what I'm getting from this video, just shining some light on international politics. And their worry is that Macron was like, look, let's form a coalition, right? We'll pick a guy, or maybe we'll have a coalition. We'll all work together. We just got to get these far-right guys out of the picture. So let's all team up, block them out. We'll pick a prime minister, business as usual. We can start to legislate and pass laws. Everyone will be happy. The far left were like, fuck that. We're not going in a coalition. Not doing that. And then the other option would be that the far left coalition, who has the majority of the seats, would just try to pass laws by themselves, and everyone would be like, yeah, fuck that. And they'd just be kind of in like a deadlocked, kind of a disagreement thing where like nothing gets done for the next 3 or 4 years. So there you have it. There's at least a little more understanding on the situation in France. Again, I could have some factual errors in there, but that's the best I can do in terms of trying to figure that out. Every time I try to read about like European politics, I kind of want to jump out of a window. It's too much going on, too many parties, and yeah. So also they're going to have the Olympics there soon, so they better figure it out so they can figure out how many hot dogs to hold to the side to sell at the Olympics. Need the government to take action now. So there's that story. All right, that's it for the French political section of this news broadcast. Now we're on to Biden news. Biden's team, this is from Axios. I don't know what their affiliation is or their bent. I can kind of guess. Biden's team faces a tough, pivotal week in D.C. And the picture in the article is just Biden kind of like with his arm around a black priest, which is it's a good move. I believe his arm's around Bishop Ernest Morris Sr. He's in Philadelphia, the Mount Airy Church of God in Christ. The Mount Airy Church of God in Christ in Philadelphia. That's a good move. If you're just, if you're unable to speak in public, to just be like, yeah, well, here's me with a black priest. What do you say to that? Just to hit those liberal heartstrings, dude. Oh, yeah? Were you worried about me thinking and speaking? Check me out with this black priest. The fuck are you going to do about it? This is all you need to know, me and black priests. I'm totally capable of running this country. Which this whole thing, I could read all this bullshit. But like the question that kind of looms over everybody, because they pump out all this news. I read some, well, sorry, let me get to the question. The question that looms over everybody seems to be, why is there seems to be there's been a decent amount of energy expended on polishing, Joe Biden's image, his capabilities. And the question's why? it seems to be, you don't have to be a political scientist to be like, hey, this guy's probably going to lose. If you keep running this guy, he's going to lose. He can't talk on television. And I'm not trying to come ad hominem at Jay Biden. I think he's an old man. I think you should be nice to people who are that old, because it probably sucks to be that old, and we're all going to be that old one day, hopefully. So it's not like an attack on him. It's just like, bro, like, get out of here. And it's not like he's like, in some sort of Hitlerian clutch to power where him himself is like, never. I don't even think, I don't get that sense from the whole thing. It seems to be somebody's like, no, dude, you got to do this. And it's like, why? How? I guess he's just tied in. Maybe he's backed by people, and he kind of like, because it seems obvious, if you're the president, you have donors, you do them favors. After they get you elected, you do at least a couple of them some significant favors for giving you, tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes sense. But the sense I get is that he has people backing him, that he still needs to do some more stuff, whatever that is. Who knows? I don't fucking know. Maybe it has to do with, like, maybe there's another country next to Russia that we need to kind of, like, give zillions of dollars to. I don't know what the guy's agenda is, but it seems very plausible that people are still propping him up because they're like, come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Give us this one last thing. I don't fucking know. But the whole country got to witness the guy, like, unable to think and speak. And, dude, again, you can say, well, it's not easy to be up there and talk. I get it. I'd have a tough time, too. But I genuinely think my dad would have done a better job. Just in terms of being, like, kind of likable. He doesn't know about, he doesn't know about this shit. Neither do I. But it's like the dude did really bad. Like, you have to be able to think and speak. You can be full of shit. You can lie. You can just say stuff that, like, people will check in real time and go, hey, that guy's lying on camera to the whole country. But if you can kind of, like, smile and talk quick and have a little bit of wit about you, the country will instantly forgive you for lying, because that's what everyone's come to expect, and be like, you know what? I kind of like that guy. There's zero likability there. He's propped up by just, like, he like is supposed to represent, the do the right thing ideology of, like, I'm against racism and they're going to stop abortion. He's like, the statue of liberal, like, of new liberal values and kind of, like, wokeness, whatever you want to call it. He's supposed to be their kind of, like, figurehead, or like the avatar of all that is right in this world. We're going to end racism. We're going to give everybody money, and we're going to fucking keep doing abortions, God damn it, because that's what we stand for. That's supposed to be Joe Biden, the figurehead of, like, progressive ideals, of new progressive ideals, and he can't talk. It's really kind of funny if you think about it. They really put a lot of time and effort, PR campaigns, the link to the Obama administration. Here was old cool Joe sliding in another 8 years of Obama stuff, which, again, I don't know everything about that. But it seems clear there's a link between, that kind of like a legislative block. If you think about, there's like the figureheads, hey, I'm Obama, I'm cool, I have a cool playlist. Joe Biden, like, I eat ice cream, and I, like, I tell it how it is sometimes, and I hug black priests. So it's like, I'm kind of like Obama. I'm just, older and whiter than him, blah, blah, blah. So it was like, business as usual for whatever that faction of politics is. The undercurrent of just legislation and just lawyers and guys in suits just fucking suing each other to pass laws that I guess is the real government. I don't know. That current was making a nice push with Biden. And then he done lost his damn mind. He got too old. The bread is expired. It's stale. And everyone's going, no, eat the bread. You go, I can taste it. It's fucking stale. I'm taking it in. It's stale and possibly moldy. And they're going, no, it's not. That bread's fine. What are you, a racist? You're like, no, I'm not a fucking racist. It's not good. No, it's good. Oh, what are you, against old people? No. I revere the old. They smell a little weird, but I think they're cool for the most part. But you have this guy who's clearly, like, his faculties are leaving him. And it's just so weird to watch this PR effort to be like, no, he's not. He's good. You had a cold, man. What are you talking about? If you had a cold, you wouldn't be able to think. It's like, I don't know, dude. I'm not bragging. I've done stand-up with a fever. Does it affect you? Yeah. But I wasn't just staring vacantly like, You don't get that fucked up when you have a cold. Now, if you're old and you're that fucked up, it's because you're fucking becoming senile, which my heart goes out to him, dude. Everyone on my mom's side of the family goes senile. My dad's side, either their brain explodes or they have a heart attack. My mom's side, you slowly lose your mind and forget who everybody is. So my heart goes out. It'll probably happen to me. All the signs are there. And if it does, actually, that'd be tight if I'm still podcasting and just like, how long was it, 45 years? I'm just staring into a camera blank, just like, yeah, you know what I did, or the Social Security people, you know what I did, that's what I'm saying. I hope to God there's a PR firm behind me that's like, no, he's good, man. Come on, don't give up those Patro dollars, dude. All right, so that's the news on Joe Biden. He hugged a black priest in Philadelphia. Democrats shut the hell up talking about him stepping down. God damn it, he's not going anywhere. That's what he does. He just has a public senile episode, and then they're like, Joe, what are we gonna do? And he goes, God damn it, I'm still as rootin' tootin' as ever. He just reads a line from an old Western. Everyone's like, he's still got it. That Joe Biden still got it. God damn it. He's got the magic sauce. Joe Biden, go stand next to some black people now. So there's the news on Joe Biden. You know, all the best to the Biden family. Hunter with the gun charge. Kind of fucking gangsta. What else we got here? You know, there was another one too. I don't know. There's another Biden story I saw. We got the Hawkatua girl. This is not to be like, whatever the word is for that, like a moralist, like, oh, the society is degenerating. It's like, yeah. Here's the thing. When we were all like pulling our pants up and drinking milk, we dropped an atom bomb on Japan, which, you know, you could say, oh, they deserve it. Okay, fine. I guess. It's a tough call to make. Oh, they deserved it. Okay. Maybe, dude. Like, maybe. We just read about a guy getting crushed by a tree. That sucks. Incinerating a city full of people it's a tough call. So when people go, all I'm saying is when people go back for this, like, back in my day, people had respect. It's like, yeah, they used to fucking like drop atom bombs while people, Dresden got annihilated. So we had our pants pulled up to our nipples and we were drinking milk and being like, yes, sir. You know, everything wasn't exactly perfect then. But you see, like, Biden versus Trump as our two choices. This lady who's somehow clinging to fame. And again, I have nothing against this lady. I got to say, I don't. She seems probably a nice girl. Now she put out a picture of herself in her bathing suit. And that's in the news. A lady wears her bathing suit. Dude, I was at home for 4th of July. I saw a ton of people in bathing suits. Most of them were my cousins, yes, but it's not fucking news. Who the fuck cares? I'm in a bath. It's not even, she has fucking jean shorts on. What are you talking about? I guess this is okay, that's a story now. That's something you have to take into your head and go, there's a girl out there that spits on penises and now she's wearing a bathing suit. The fucking front page of the goddamn news. Well, the front page, I mean like the top 4 stories on Google News. Don't read Google News, dude. You should read it. I don't give a fuck, dude. Just telling people what's going on. Oh, that's great. I see a House of Dragons spoiler. Pfft, thanks. It's the last thing I fucking need is my House of Dragons getting spoiled. What else do we got here? Moving to another country because of politics? More Americans weigh it. Oh, yeah, you fucking pussy. Get the fuck out of here. I don't like the president. I'm moving to Switzerland. Shut the fuck up, dude. Most Americans who vow to leave over an election never do. Of course they fucking don't. Of course they don't. You'd have to be such a fucking imbecile to go, I don't like the president. I'm moving to Canada. It's like, for who? Fucking Trudeau? Jesus Christ. Where would you move? Where would you go? You want to go to France? We just found out that France doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Where are you going to go? Venezuela? Might be I heard that guy's kind of a beast. Or what's that country where the guy locked up all the gang members? I don't know, dude. What if you start a book club and he goes, wait, what the fuck what you guys got some kind of affiliation going? Next thing you know, you're hanging out with a bunch of fucking South American gangbangers. Come on, man. Chill with this shit. I'm going to move to another country in a protest. Jesus fucking Christ. Get the hell out of my face, dude. I don't know about that. If you're going to do that, knock it the fuck off, dude. Don't move. I'm moving. I don't like that guy. I'm going to move my whole family to fucking Canada. Good luck. Get the fuck out. That's what I say. Get the fuck out. Yeah, don't do anything about it. Move to Canada, you fucking dork. I don't like the president. Shut the fuck up. All right, that's enough of that story. Yeah, I don't know. I think we got the news. Conor McGregor won a disgustingly massive bet on Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal. I guess Nate Diaz beat the shit out of Masvidal, which is like, I didn't know that. Masvidal, there's all those guys who are those like Eastern Bloc fighters. I know there's like 6 of them. They just form one guy in my mind. Okay. Conor McGregor placed a $500,000 bet on Diaz. So that's good. I guess he won, I don't know, fucking $2 million. Oh, he won $1.6 million. That is awesome. Oh, they just did a boxing match. All right. Okay, so that's okay. So Conor McGregor, it's a boxing match. I didn't know. And he called it right. There he goes. Good job, Conor McGregor. I'm glad gambling and drinking is suiting you well, and possibly cocaine, which, kind of what you should do after you get out of a massive success of the MMA and break your leg in the ring. It's like, we should let that guy do his thing. So what is he going to start, a fucking nonprofit and feed the children of Africa? It's like, no, he's going to do coke, drink, and make massive bets and make fun of people online. And we should just absolutely let him do that. So, all right, there's all the stuff that I can see. There's another story I saw. It left. It went away. About Drake looks old. He was at a all-white party, which is the clothes, not the. It's not the people. Everyone wears all white and goes to the party. And people said Drake looks old at the all-white party. So there's that news for you. What else is there? I saw. Oh, there's that story. I see it right here. I saw another thing. I thought was kind of cool. This was when I was flying home. Let me see if I can find something on it. Let me see. Here we go. So, this is kind of cool. I saw this when I was reading, I think on the flight home from Philadelphia, where Joe Biden was hugging multiple black priests in an effort to show everyone he's not demented. I came across this thing, an article, in, I think, Psychology Today, where they talk about, there's a new branch of psychiatry where they're showing that the ketogenic diet can improve like severe mental illness, like schizophrenic or like schizotypal, which is like where you're not quite schizophrenic, but you're still kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty sure my wife's family has been plotting behind my back this entire time and they're secretly meeting to destroy me. Or you're not like seeing shit all the time, but you're harboring like very hardcore delusions. So they're saying, and there was this doctor who, like, his mom lost her mind from whatever. I don't know if she had schizophrenia or bipolar or whatever, but her mom ended up in a mental institution. He was like homeless, got taken in, then went on to become some kind of like pretty big psychiatrist. And he had his own troubles that he started doing like the keto diet to help himself. And he, through his own patients, had found that like it has like it has really serious effects on pretty severe like mental health conditions. Not just kind of like, I don't have any energy. Like how every 40-year-old woman goes, I don't have any energy anymore. I must have fucking a disease. It's not that. Which again, I'm sorry, 40-year-old ladies, you don't have any energy. I wish you get your energy back. get your groove back. But this is like, serious bipolar, OCD, people who are like seeing shit. They're saying going on a ketogenic diet can help, and that there's a new, I guess, kind of like a new area of research where they're kind of like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't just bombard people with pills. Maybe clearly that's not working. Clearly there's more fucked up people than ever. At least that's from what I can see. And I guarantee if I Googled it right now, it'd be like, yeah, more people on medication, anxiety skyrocketing, depression skyrocketing. This guy's coming out and saying like, hey man, I think there's like certain metabolic pathways in the brain. Like if you eat certain things, your brain works a certain way. And they're finding that we need to start kind of like seeing how what we eat affects our mind, and maybe we're a little fucking crazy because we're eating weird shit and we shouldn't be, So there's that. There's some news on that. Let me see if I can find one of the stories here. I'm trying to see if I can find the one that there we go. Haha. Stanford study reveals ketogenic diet's impact on metabolic health. Let me see if this was the thing I saw in there. This isn't the exact thing. Here we go. 46 million people worldwide living with bipolar disorder, typically treated with medications such as antipsychotics, anti-seizure medications, antidepressants, and lithium, most often in combination. And then they say they're thought to confer symptom-modifying effects. Though all those medications, you can take all of that shit at once, they're saying, or in combination of one or two or three. 40 to 50% of the people who take those medications do not respond in a meaningful way, leaving millions of people with bipolar disorder just to kind of just be sitting here and just say, still having bipolar disorder, and then all of the side effects of these heavy, heavy medications. So they're finding that, let me see if this is a different one, but the one I was reading was saying like it all comes down to your mitochondria, which is like where your cells derive energy from. And if you're not, it's almost something like where if your cells can't derive enough energy, it's like, think of it like your cells trying to get up to your brain. This is just how I picture it. Like, like they got to like get up the big hill. That's your brain, your head, your big fat head. I could be totally wrong on this. This is how I'm envisioning it. They don't have enough energy to get up there. So like your brain's not getting stuff because you don't have enough mitochondria because you're eating like a fucking asshole. So then like your brain's trying to get stuff so it can run and like be chill. But like the stuff that makes you chill is like, I can't make it all the way up there. We're out of mitochondria, the energy powerhouse of a cell. I learned that in high school. So it's trying to get up there and it can't, and then your brain just runs on fucking bullshit, and you just sit around all day like, this fucking sucks, man. That fucking sucks. Then the doctor says, oh, you have a mental disorder and you have to take pills, and the pills make your fucking boner not work, but they don't even work, and you're like, what the fuck? All I'm saying is these guys are finding that like if you start eating like an adult, vegetables, nuts, fruit, meats, potatoes, or ketogenic, which is just like meats, fruits, avocados, nuts. Don't rely on fat instead of the old fucking carbohydrate rush. You can find some relief. So if you're on a ton of medications, try the ketogenic diet, because a lot of people are saying that, hey man, maybe giving you all these pills was kind of fucked up and we shouldn't have really done it. Have you considered just not being a fucking piece of shit and eating a bunch of bread? So there's the news. Yeah, man, I'm going to try to just keep just doing as much stuff as possible. We'll work the kinks out. We'll iron out the bullshit. But, I'm just trying to bring you guys some motherfucking shit. We're all in a crucible, guys. And, hey, when life gets stressful, it's how you react to the stress that makes you the man you are or the woman you are. So it's going to be weird. It's going to be, the ground's rumbling right now. What are we going to do? But don't lose faith, and don't lash. If you want to lash, lash. I'm not telling you what to do. Just calling it how I see it. I see a lot of people like, you fucking shit, not even showing. Dude, it's just once in a lifetime shit. He's getting a second season on Netflix. Let the man soar, dude. Let the man soar to unimaginable heights. I don't want to see any more of this fucking bullshit. Oh, it's not even to show up to his podcast. It's like, dude, he's aware. But the man has to fly. Let him fly. Let him fly and be beautiful, dude. The podcast will live on. We'll be fine. Just let the man do his motherfucking thing. Don't be nasty little nasties, dude. Just enjoy. Take it in. Embrace the change. That's all you're going to get in life, dude. That's all you're going to get. And the change is going to get more and more stressful and more complex. If a podcast is knocking you off your tracks, get on the motherfucking ketogenic diet and stop being such a bipolar bitch. All right? Love you guys. Have a fantastic day. God bless all of you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow in a little bit of a little thing like this. Bye-bye.
I'll be giving away nothing.
True. But it'd be nice for podcasters all to become bitter, rigid liars.
Well, I mean,
I'm up here just being like, well, actually, we shouldn't be too quick to judge Mountain Dew. It has a lot of beneficial medicinal property.
I love seeing you spruiking the Jew.
I feel so ashamed.
I've never met a man whose brand more aligns with Mountain Dew. I think if we can get you doing bets, if we can get you doing sports bets, the Eric Andre.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. I don't do that either.
You love sports.
I love sports.
I
love the
wasteful
of
gambling
betting.
on sports.
I love that, and I love whatchamacallit. I love Mountain Dew. I don't drink either. I don't do either. I don't. Here's my thing though. It's like I don't. You know, it's one of those things where it's like they're bad. Like Mountain Dew is terrible for you.
Sure.
It's awful for your body and your mind.
But there are many things that are bad for us that we love and that enrich. I mean, I had a big McDonald's lunch.
Yeah,
I know that's not good for me.
for sure.
I mean,
You and the
really,
president and RFK. Did you see that picture?
The fact that he made RFK do it makes me think
What was
RFK is
that?
not going to have a lot of power in the administration.
What was
That's
that?
a big dog move.
Here's the other thing too, though. True, but the other thing could have been if they're on a private flight,
Yeah.
they could have just had like a catered. Sometimes they're like, it's Trump's AF1. So someone
there's
could have
no
been
way.
like, I got you, Trump. I know you love McDonald's, and just had a spread of McDonald's. And
But
he
to
sat down
upload
in
the
front of.
picture, I mean, RFK could have had his McDonald's taken out of the shot. Eat the fries. Eat the fries, Robert.
Yeah.
I reckon there would have
You
been.
think it was, but my brother thought it was hazing too. He thought it was high level hazing
Yeah.
of just being like, look, bitch, don't think you're going to, it's cool to like, parrot you in front of people and be like, yeah, we're going to change your health. But like, we're not getting rid of that Kellogg's money. We're not getting rid of that Mountain. You know how much Mountain Dew probably pays the presidents? If they're giving me what they're giving me, they're probably paying Trump like $1 billion a year.
That's why JFK got his head blown off the first time around. He wouldn't do the do.
His RC Cola just
Yeah.
sniped him from.
I think a wide eye is a perfectly. Oh.
Yeah, I agree. I think podcasting needs to level up. It's actually podcasting so important right now. After this election, podcasting might be the most important thing.
I was talking to some high-level Washington people.
Oh yeah,
As I'm moving the halls of power, and apparently everybody wants to get their congressman now on a podcast. This is the
Really?
thing. They've seen that it works.
Well, first of all, it should be like throughout their tenure or whatever. It should be customary for them to face like pretty regular town halls.
It's just called Parliament.
Yeah,
Everybody else does this, where all the politicians get together and shout at each other. And then you have this weird thing in America where the most important job is in full isolation until they want to be revealed. Have you seen the Canadian guy at the moment?
that's a good point. No,
You seen Pierre?
well, what's his deal?
He's going to win in a landslide.
He's
He's
gonna
very
crush
charismatic. He's
Trudeau?
crushing Trudeau in question time.
How
But
has
you get the-
how
he's-
has Trudeau won so many? And what's Pierre? What's his party affiliation?
He's center right.
Okay, I know
I don't know what they're
like
called.
Europe and like Canada all do. What do they do? Like Gryffindor, Slytherin.
Yes. It's the Hufflepuffs
like that.
have been in charge of Canada for too long, and it's time for Gryffindor. It's hard to tell which right party it is. I think they're probably more Gryffindor right wing than
Yeah.
Slytherin. But he's got one. Oh man, he'll get up there and go, Mr. Speaker, if this man was made of chocolate, he would eat himself. He's just doing shit like that.
he hit him with
He's-
that?
He's hitting him with all the moves.
Hold on, that's also you can't defend that. You're like, no, I wouldn't. It's like, well, you don't like chocolate. It's like,
You
well,
have
I
to
love
sit
chocolate.
there and be sad, angry, and everybody's.
Why was he
And
saying?
you also
he
have
would
a
eat himself?
posse. It's like a drill music video clip with 100 guys behind you going, oh!
Yeah. The Canadian Parliament videos are very entertaining, and then they'll talk and be like, boo.
Yeah.
I like that.
Ah.
Well, that's like when you don't have a 2-party system, then you end up with like the Parliament. It's like 6 parties.
Yeah.
It's very
But
complicated.
even if you just have two parties that are mooing and booing and shouting, maybe America's too violent and
Yeah.
people would take offense.
Yeah, our version is when
B.
you just stand up. When like they say something you like, you just if you're a Republican, you just stand up and just clap. And then if like the other party says something, you just sit in your seat like fuck that. That's
No, it's you got to have the parliamentary papers on you, and you wave them in a grandiose, and then you get to choose which party, who's behind you on the seat. So if you're a left wing politician, you go get me all the ladies, get me the man in a turban.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
get
a fat guy so they know who looks the most gay. Put him over here, and on the right they've just got crisp.
I wonder. You think the fats will organize politically, or it's like, well, he's gotten the fat vote.
It's too lazy to.
It's just the fat vote because they have like the Latino vote was a huge deal.
Yeah, no one's testing BMI to voting preference.
Yeah, true.
I bet Trump would have won the fats.
Yeah, for sure. Trump would have won the fats, I think, big time. Although fat crybabies, that would become one.
That's a subset. That's like Latino men is fat crybabies.
You know what's cracking? You know what's cracking? True. You know what's cracking me up? The So did you see the long range missiles to Ukraine?
They're sending them now.
They're sending them now.
Stocking them up.
They're like, we're definitely because like we got to do something. It's funny to run a whole campaign on being like, we see the best. We look at the young people and we say, I see you. I know what's in your soul. And we love the middle class, and as soon as they leave, they're like, ship the long range missiles to Ukraine.
Well, that's how you build it. Tommy Pope.
Tommy Pete. Come on in, brother. No. Come in. We're just getting fired up. We're talking a little politics.
Was it last night?
No.
Did I see you at the mothership? Was it last night or the night before? Because I've lost track of time.
What kind of water is that, by the way?
That's Huel. That's a protein.
Nice.
Hold on. Get this bad boy on.
Huel.
This is crazy.
Nah, you got it.
This is great.
This is fantastic. Get on in there.
I'm angry that women make noises while you're on stage that they're not making for me or other men.
Welcome to the show, Tommy Pope, dude. How we doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
I read you up. Gave some red, dude.
Sorry, I was taking my dog to the.
Are you getting Tommy? I'm not getting Tommy.
I'm not getting Tommy either.
No?
There we go.
Hello?
There
Give
we
that
go.
little clip in the corduroy short.
This is.
Yeah.
Women moan when Tommy is on stage. Not in a bad
Really?
way, but people, they laugh and then they make a little extra noise like,
Oh.
It's heartbreaking for me.
Really? They do a little like, after they laugh?
Sexual, you think?
It's very sexual.
You don't like that for me?
For you, great. For me, it would be a real problem going swiftly home after the show if I'd heard those noises come out of an audience.
You would just beat off in the green room.
Beat off on stage. It'd be. Oh, and then a comedian told me that you hugged her, and she said he hugged me for. Felt like it was the right amount of time. She was going on about a hug in a positive way. I don't know how the moustache is not even hurting.
Is this part of the thing?
The look.
I didn't know.
You guys just compliment each other when you come in? Is this?
I'm
fucking with me?
trying to express my
I'm
jealousy.
a total straight man up here. I'm just.
Women don't
Yeah.
want what I've,
I do.
they're
Hey,
happy
come
in
on.
life. No, you're not a woman. I don't.
Oh, there you go.
All right, you let go of me now.
See? You're just not comfortable with the long hug.
No,
You got to get over that shit, dude.
I like the brisk handshake.
This is
Yeah.
great.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Standing up at the podium.
How did you come up with this
I
whole idea?
started microdosing mushrooms again, and it just came to me in a flash. And then I had to carry it out against everyone being like, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard."
Are
And I
these
said, "Hold on."
customized or you get these from like
I got it
Spencer's?
they're from Amazon. They're
Amazon.
This one's customized, and again, this is, by the way, this is a visual gag for me to have a giant podium.
I
and
fucking
have the
love
guests
it.
have a tiny
I
podium.
So
love it.
the lowest threshold battle, like Francis Ford Coppola gets to go, there was a coup and the government was taking our planes every day, apocalypse now. Michael Sheen had a heart attack, but I put my own money in. You get to go, he bought the podiums. Everybody told me it was silly. But 2 days later, we had it and it was great. I love it.
Yeah,
I think
man.
this is the
They did this
future.
custom decal. How fucking sick is
It's
that?
crazy. It's
But
crazy. The,
Tommy
the
Pope,
lighting
welcome.
is. Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. I had to drop my dog off. She's getting babysat. You know,
Sorry.
What?
I'm
your
going to
dog's
New
getting
York, so
babysat.
I got to send her back to the
Oh.
family that fostered her. So it's a nice thing, They get to see her again.
Whoa. So, you're sending the foster family. I thought you were sending her to like a kennel. Those
No,
places
I would
are
never do that.
hellish, bro.
No.
Every time I've sent my dog to one of those things, if you can't find like a babysitter or a dog sitter or whatever,
Yeah.
they come back with kennel cough every
Yeah.
time. You can get them the shots. It doesn't
I
matter.
didn't know there was a disease.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it when dogs, they don't cough, they go. That's the exact noise they make, just over and over and over. And you got to get them a fucking antibiotic. It's
This
kind of
must be
terrible.
because the conditions there are
Yeah,
They'll
it's
do
like
it. If you
prison.
go into a rural area, they'll have like so it looks more open and fun for the
Yeah.
dogs. But I
Yeah,
don't
if they
think
got an
they're using
outdoor,
it.
dude. A lot of it's just they just lock them. It's like the pound. You just
Yeah.
put your dog in a pound for like 5 days. Come back.
I
They get to
imagine
play.
daycare for kids is like that too, right?
Yeah.
Like they all come home sick. They get beat. They're all like,
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad when you drop them off and you're like, this isn't right. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, no, this is actually good for them. Like,
Yeah,
no,
no,
this
no,
is just so we can work and make money. This is sad. This is not good for their development. But
and you know they're getting abused at some level, psychological
Yeah.
or physical. You know,
yeah, well, it's just like, how do I say this? It's just women who want to have babies really badly. Like watching your kids and just getting so horny, or like not like in a bad
see
way,
what you
just
mean.
getting biologically like
yeah, worked up.
not like sexual. It's just them getting like
Well, it's not sexual, but it's the end point of
right,
it's
right.
the omega point.
yeah.
Sexuality. So it's like women around kids being like, no, I want to focus on my career, and they're going,
Yeah.
oh, I fucking want one so bad.
Yeah, like the sexual
Ah!
confusion of the womb turns
Yes,
into
yes,
violence.
Yes, it's like
and they can't.
Yeah, it's like the primordial drive versus like it's like the id and the superego.
Yeah,
And then there's just like, no, you're a kick-ass woman, fuck babies,
Yeah.
become a billionaire,
yeah.
wear a pantsuit,
And they're
it's
all
like,
named like Kitty Sparkle Club. It's something real fucking weird and sexual. You know what I mean? It's like Hot Kid Camp. It's every time I pass one of these
they
little
try-
daycare centers, it's the creepiest fucking.
hot kid camp. It's always. I think they try to
very
go Ivy
sexual.
League. It's always like the Institute of Early, and it's just
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
kids shitting
But also
themselves.
the level of politicking at these places for 4-year-olds. I've been around 4-year-olds a lot. They
Yeah.
just want to run and scream and play. Everything is like Black history. It's okay to be gay. Black
Yeah.
is a color on the rainbow is the one at our library at the moment,
Yeah.
which is about gay people and black people coming together.
Well, they try to lump them as one thing.
It's a very strange
like,
flag
yeah,
that they're
man,
building at the moment. But
same
trans
history.
stuff, economic stuff. You know, like my first Ruth Bader Ginsburg books
Yeah.
for a 4-year-old.
Those are bullshit. Yeah, those are bullshit. They don't. I haven't had the place Maya goes to for pre-K. They don't throw any of the political stuff in, which is kind of nice.
I want to hear about
As
this.
soon as you go to kindergarten, and it's
Yeah.
like, you better be fucking gay or we'll kill you.
Yeah.
Kindergarten's full on like.
Yeah.
But it's also, to be fair, like we were like dragging gay people under trucks like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but
so it's like,
look, they're out of the truck now. That doesn't mean my kid has to learn about sucking
we were like
dick.
jerking off.
Timelines off.
We were like jerking off with like gay guys in trucks and like kicking them out and beating them up. I don't know what you guys did in 8th grade, but that's all I did.
As
I would
a
meet a man
father-
in a truck and jerk off with him. And be like, you tell my dad I'm gonna beat your fucking
Well, it
ass.
was a different time. It was
If you're a father, can you sit in? Can you say, I'd like to sit in your class and see what you're doing?
If you want to go viral on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many YouTube viral videos of fathers being like, and you had this book in my child's library about sucking guys' dicks.
Yeah.
And this is like, this brave father finally confronts the school board, which is like, yeah, it's for sure, but it is funny.
I was ready to do it in Australia. We went to a kindergarten. My daughter was going there, and she comes home. It's all Aboriginal stuff. It's all like,
Yeah.
this is Ghana land. She comes home and she goes, the Ghana people made the world. And we're going, I don't think they did.
Yeah.
What are they teaching you with this? They're doing weird creation myths about how the Aboriginal people are God.
So they have to create a mythical idea that they did something for you guys?
You just have to feel less bad for
Yes.
being white.
Hold on,
in
you don't
Australia
believe
somehow.
they cut up an eel and then the coconut tree came?
Oh, no, of course, that is legitimate. That's not the whole world. That's the eel.
I don't want you to get my podcast.
That's how the Murray...
That's a sick myth. They cut up. There was like a big fish that was like a dick that was like,
I like this.
haunting the island,
Nice.
and it took like this hot lady, and like I think it was Maui actually. There's like a giant dick that was just like fucking all the ladies, and Maui came and sliced the dick into a bunch of pieces and planted it. That's where we got.
There's a
coconut
lot of
trees
these.
from.
You have one big fish and then you cut it up. But we watched Moana yesterday. Moana 2.
You getting
coming
ready
out
for
soon.
Moana 2?
Absolutely getting ready for
I'm
Moana 2.
kinda
Was
hyped for
Moana
it.
good?
Moana 1 is a real return to form from the Disney people.
Moana's good.
Yeah.
Are they Aborigines?
They are Samoan.
Oh,
Samoan.
okay, yeah.
The
Samoan.
island
Oh,
people.
I saw the.
Aborigines. I don't know.
You've got to say Aboriginal. No, this is people in America do. But we say no one has explained
what
to
their
me why
cuisine's called.
Aborigine is wrong and Aboriginal is good.
Yeah. So how do you do plural? Like it's Aborigine.
I think Aboriginal is an
Aboriginon.
adjective that you treat as a noun.
Okay.
And so it makes you feel like it's a description rather than a.
So what is the proper word?
Well, blackfellas is what they call
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say that. That's a bad word.
They're-
over
no,
there,
well,
isn't it?
they go. He's a black fella, and if you go black fella, then it can feel like maybe you're one of the really cool ones.
Really?
But white dog is the white version.
Jesus.
Oh, really?
That's what they call us, and that's what I Lord's name. But I take that
That's
on board.
kind of hold on.
go
I think
by
you
white
guys
dog.
in Australia have nailed down slurs. They're like,
Yeah.
it's kind of pleasant to be like, he's a black fella and I'm a white dog.
I'm a white dog.
There was I just read yesterday when they took a Native American guy like way back when to see a gorilla for the first time and like captive.
Yeah.
They for legitimate thought gorillas were a mix between dogs and white people. They're like, that's just a white guy who had sex with a dog. And they're like, case closed, and just walked away. I was like, hey, fuck you, dude.
Oh, you
No,
can
we're
do
not.
this for all animals. Hippopotamuses are Korean fish. You think about it.
Yeah, Moana though. To be
That was
fair,
love and respect. Sorry,
for sure.
yeah.
That's. I think that's fair. I mean, dude, that guy, Black Elk whoever it was, slammed us, dude. He was like, yeah, that's just a white guy who had sex with a dog. Next, and everyone's like, fuck you, buddy.
Why do you pick dog?
Because of the hair, I guess. I don't know. They just saw it and like they had you'd never imagine you never saw a gorilla before, and all of a sudden you're like, the fuck? Kind of looks like a person.
Yeah.
White people are kind of mean and aggressive. Maybe that's a white person with a fucking.
That is nuts that they didn't get evolution earlier when they saw there were animals who looked just.
But they didn't have. They was just elks and buffaloes and shit. They didn't have.
No, people must have been taking chimps into Europe to go, check this out,
Jesus.
everybody.
Can't talk about that.
What? No, like the monkeys.
Yeah.
Tommy, don't make this something that it's
Don't
not.
make this, dude.
I'm
Don't
waiting for you guys to finish.
disgrace the podium. Hold on. Red card on Tommy. All right, we're back to blue. Yeah, dude, it's Moana was good. Although Moana came under fire, they thought Moana a lot of the people thought it was kind of racist. They like,
Yes.
Maui, why is Maui got to look like a
Jesus
cube?
Christ.
The people of the island were like,
It's so
why? I
funny.
think that's the proper term. People of the island.
People of the island. This was a weird one as well because they always have the outfit for the person, right? The hero
Yeah.
of the Disney thing. You get to dress up like the Disney princess.
Yes.
They had the Maui one, and so it's the ripped body with all the beautiful tattoos.
For sure.
It's the only way you can dress up as a man who has no clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that this was then a problem because you're wearing brown skin. It's white children running around in fake,
Yeah.
tanned,
Yeah.
beautiful Pacifica skin.
Do they have to wear
Yeah.
fat suits too? Because all the Samoans are.
It's like a
Well,
whole.
maybe
it's
that's
like a whole
uh,
muscle suit.
It's the second movie
Yeah.
where he's blown out his knee and he's not playing the NFL anymore. And he's huge.
bloated Samoans.
Yeah, the Moana too. Also the Kokomora. That's like they were calling them like the coconuts. That's apparently like a slur, and they're like, "What the fuck? You're not allowed to call." That's like based on a certain tribe.
I think,
Also,
I
there's
think coconut's a slur because it's like you've become too white. So
Really?
brown on the outside and white on the inside.
It's
like
just
a
too
coconut.
much. How about we just forget about all this stuff and move on, dude?
No, let's continue.
No,
I
I'm
think
not
about.
I'm
I
talking
think
about as a
now
society.
in Trump's
talk about
America,
black,
you
Snow
can
White,
move
guys.
past race problems. You can get back to class.
Yeah,
It's going to be nice to talk about class in America.
Yeah.
You can stop pretending that everybody's middle class. You use the word middle class too
It's-
broadly.
yeah. Well, there's upper middle class.
I
There's,
say lower middle. I'm lower.
Yeah, but you never say
Lower middle?
like
Yeah.
a guy working in a factory. People go, this middle class,
Wait,
lower middle class guy.
lower
Working
middle
class
class-
doesn't get.
no lower middle
That's
class.
working class, which is kind of
No, no,
lower
no.
middle.
Lower middle class is like Darby.
Yeah.
What's
That's where I'm
Derby?
from.
You're from Darby.
I'm
or
right next to Darby.
Springfield.
No. That's different.
Springfield's
Look, there's
middle
two regions
class to upper.
of Drexel Hill.
Bro,
We're on the poor
low-
Drexel Hill. Then it goes Drexel Hill. Then it goes Springfield.
Drexel Hill's not lower middle class.
Where I'm from,
Darby is
I
lower middle
promise
class.
you, is different than what you're thinking.
Dude, I know the whole area.
Dude, all right, Clifton Heights
Clifton Heights, yeah.
is what?
I would say, yeah, that's hitting.
I could throw a football to Clifton.
No,
It's the same
America
fucking
changes
thing.
very. You can be on the wrong side of a road.
I'm
and
on
it's
Darby.
very
Yes, it is.
different.
Oh, I flow
No.
down Darby Creek, baby. It's the same fucking
One
thing. I
street
drink the
is a
same water
different
as those
thing. I've never
animals.
What's
been here.
Havertown?
One
What's
street's a
Havertown?
different country.
Middle class.
Yeah.
Havertown's nice.
Drexel Hill's also
Actually,
middle class.
no. Parts of Drexel are upper class. That's huge.
D Hill.
It's huge. You're fucking. I know you don't.
Dude, you got your.
We're going for a little car ride in Philadelphia next time we visit, pal. We're taking you on a little tour, a little Cocoa tour.
So would you put Upper Darby? Sorry, this is hyper local.
No, it's great.
Upper Darby or would you place? Upper Darby or
Upper Darby's lower, middle.
yeah.
A bunch of Upper Darby's lower.
Uh
Then you get the Darby. There's no lower than Upper Darby.
huh. Darby.
There's no
Where's
low-
that?
That's why there's no lower Darby. There's nothing lower than Darby.
Darby is like the
Garbage.
final stop.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
final
right
stop.
before West Philly.
What?
It's
So-
like,
no, I saw Kensington. I thought Kensington during the day was fine.
Oh yeah.
That was like a normal
Kensington's
neighborhood?
like Kensington is like inner city.
Okay.
It's white inner city.
But
Well,
this is
it's mixed, but-
slightly suburban. This is
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
it's 3 to 5 miles out.
I
of
never go to the
Philadelphia.
suburbs. There's
Yeah.
no
It's fun, dude.
I think I've been to an American suburb once.
It's wonderful.
American suburbs are sick. Yeah, the suburbs are bad in Australia. It's the opposite.
Yeah, we didn't have white flight. I'm sorry to make this racial again, but
sure.
all our rich white people
We're going to do it.
stayed in the middle, and then they just kept adding poorer and poorer places the further out you go.
Outside of the city.
We didn't hollow out you can live in the downtown of any Australian city, and it's beautiful. I was showing a friend through 6th Street in Austin. It's like if you lived in the city, I don't think you could live. You couldn't you couldn't buy a pair of shoes. You couldn't buy.
What do you mean?
I mean, the actual amenities of things for sale within the square of Austin.
Oh, right.
There's not enough there to.
It's just bars.
You would have to get it. It's just. But it's everything's closed
there's a
during the
shopping
day. There's
district on
bars.
2nd and 3rd.
There is
Yeah,
a
true.
horrifying Whole Foods Target complex.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that
That's-
one?
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, I have them against it because I dropped my keys down a grate there, and then I had to go into the Target, and I had to buy a tension rod and
Did
some
you
duct
really?
tape and a
got 'em
coat
back?
hanger. Yeah, I tied the coat hanger to the, and I had to get my phone so I could see it. I was
Oh, it's
fishing around.
great.
So now I have
were you
the
with
footage.
your family or just yourself?
No, I was out getting. It was a friend's birthday, so I was out picking up a pizza and some plates because we didn't have enough plates.
Oh.
And then I had to get someone else to get the pizza because I was like, I'm going to be here in this storm grate for 20, 30 minutes. And I'd bought some Blue Moon beers, and I just had them next to me, and I was surrounded by the beautiful homeless of Austin. I thought they're going to steal my beers. If I put a
They
knife
actually
in me while I'm
love
doing
solving little problems like that.
this. They would have been good. I should have.
That's I've locked my keys in my car. I had one weird week.
Do you know what the biggest solve they have is? The spot's open. They just go like this.
Yeah, that's-
spot's open. I
that's a
can
good
fucking
one.
see that.
That's a good
Now I
one.
got to give you $1
Yeah.
because there's a giant spot clearly right in front of me that you're standing in.
Yep.
That I have to now just listen to you direct me.
Yep.
Come on, man. Come on. 2 more inches.
I kind of
Oh.
love those guys.
I like
do.
that.
I
Actually,
like,
I'm for it.
especially
Fuck
if you're,
that.
especially
I
if you're
hate
not
that.
doing anything.
No, that's
it's like
hustle.
he's just a job. He's getting a job, and he's
Yeah, but
hustling.
then it puts so much guilt on you. Like now I got to do something for you.
you can just go. You're a good man, and I admire you.
That's what he wants.
I was
Matt,
at the-
is that you think that's what he wants instead of eating?
What's some
Or
recognition?
eating
I was
crack?
in New York trying to get on a bus to New Jersey, and I just asked the guy. Didn't know he was homeless. I didn't have a good radar then for who was
For sure.
cool and who was homeless. I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
But I said, "You know where the restroom is?" And it was just across the hall. He said, "I will take you," and he walked me all the way to
He
the
blew
restroom.
you in the bathroom.
No, then he asked for like $20.
Did he really for the walk?
Yes, for the
It's
walk.
fucking crazy.
I gave it to him. You know, he was one of the nicer ones there. That
True.
bus station to go to
Dude,
Jersey
yep.
from Manhattan.
Yeah, dude.
At night, downstairs, crack pipes broken on the floor.
Yeah.
Screaming.
It's the worst place. The Port Authority bus terminal.
Yes.
They sit at the bottom of the escalator and the top. And they just look for the dumbest, whitest person they can find. Sorry, no offense.
No,
But
I
you do
understand.
you do have a twang.
You're not
you know
wrong.
what I mean? And they just go, "Oh, where you go? Come on. And then if you don't, this guy did it to my girl, and I was behind her, and I was like, "Let me just see where he goes with this," you know. And then he's like, he got all the way to the destination. I already knew where I was going. I know
Yeah.
exactly what fucking building I'm going to. And he's like, "Well, that shit ain't free." And I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, I showed you where to go. That ain't free." I'm like, "We walked. You walked alongside of us. You don't get a fucking $1 for that."
Yeah.
I gave him 2.
Game 2.
I was scared.
Okay, this happened to me recently. This is my scariest anecdote on a similar thing. This was last week. I almost gave you a call. I should have given you a call.
Yeah.
Because you're closer, and I think you would have. I was walking my kids through the park near our house, and there was a guy. I couldn't pick that he was homeless. He had nice, clean shoes on, but I think he was homeless. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Do you need any yard work done?" I said, "Yeah, I've not done any of the leaves in the yard."
Oh, you almost got in the crackhead landscaping network, dude.
I did, yes.
Dude, this is
So I said, "Yes, I do." He said he came and looked at my yard. He said, "$120.
whoa.
I'll get rid of all the leaves." I don't know if that's a lot or a little.
Dude,
That seems like a lot.
I lived in West Philly for a while, and the lady across, I was paying this guy $10 to take my trash out because he would just knock up. Can I do some work? And I was like, "Yeah, I never feel like taking my trash out. If you can take that out,
Yeah.
I'll give you $10 a week." I didn't think anything of it. My neighbor was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I paid this guy 25 cents to pick my weeds, and I was like, "Oh shit."
Well, you're an asshole.
Like my bad.
That's a scumbag move.
She was an old lady,
We want to help
and
these
she was
people.
just like
how
to
we
her,
can.
she was like, "Dude, she was probably born in like 1925."
This kid just knocked up at my my house like last month, and he was just like dejected. This little coconut. And he rings the doorbell.
Tommy, what the fuck?
Jesus, dude.
Good Lord.
What? You said you could say that.
No, you can't.
No.
That's like when Asian people call other Asian people
I wasn't
bananas.
listening when you guys were doing details. Look, this kid knocks out.
He's a Pacific Islander and thought he was white.
Samoan. He knocks out and he's like real fucking sad. It was like this.
Yellow
I
card.
cry. I literally cried after I shut the door, and he's like, "Hi, my mom is sick right now, and me and my brother don't have much. Is there anything I could do around the house?" And I was like, "Dude, I literally just cut the lawn, and I also didn't want him to cut the lawn,
For sure.
so I go into
Diamond pattern, or what were you working with?
I wish, dude. I don't have enough grass to give a good line. That's the worst part about Austin is I can't see the reverse lines in my grass. I put a lot of fucking effort into that. And
You're like, I got my own fucking problems.
Yeah.
This pattern's bullshit.
yeah, I wish my mom was sick. I had something to focus on.
So he came. He gave you the sob story.
So he gives me this sad story, and I believe it. And he's like, me and my brother like looking after ourselves. Is there anything I could do for the house? And I was like, I looked around. I was like, there really isn't, man. Let me just hold on. I slammed the doors. I asked him to come in, and I went into our merch area, our sponsorship stuff, like this Huel.
How old was this boy?
He was probably, I wouldn't call him that. You know what I mean?
Call him a boy. Why not as a boy?
That's crazy. I'd say about 13.
Getting the self-read.
I've erred in my ways.
He's about 13. He was.
Okay.
He was. He would have been body able. You know, to just do something around the house. And I just gave him like a shitload of
merch.
I gave him not the good stuff. I gave him like fucking Huel protein drinks, some sunflower seeds, anything I had.
That's
I gave him a
something.
big box.
You hooked him up with stuff. Some blue chews.
He just cut my lawn, you huge dick.
So you hooked him up with a podcast.
And then I
merch.
gave him. I only had like $10 cash.
Damn.
So
man.
I don't carry cash.
My guy, I gave him $60. I said,
Dude,
he
you
said, can I
getting
take?
crushed
No,
by
listen,
that.
he said, can I take half now and half tomorrow
He's
morning
a
at 9
mark,
a.m.
yeah.
if you go and get the bags for the leaves? I said, sure. I go out and I get the bags. I come back home. I've already paid him $60. At midnight, I'm cleaning up the house because I'm leaving the next morning on a plane. And he's there at midnight, sitting on a chair outside of my house.
That's crazy.
And I said, hello. He goes, hey.
Hey, if you're early, you're on time.
He said, I'm going to get this right 9 a.m. in the morning. He didn't have a rake. He didn't have a leaf blower. He said he was going to anyway.
Why was he there at midnight?
I don't know. He said he wanted to get it first thing in the morning and he didn't want to be late. So he was there. And I said, listen.
What did your wife think about this? This guy
Well,
just
at
sitting
first,
on
I
the lawn.
came out from the side room and I saw him. I said, oh! And I heard her go, I'm not that scary. I said, no, it's fine. I closed all the doors. I said,
It is the scariest time of day, though. It's midnight.
It's midnight. And I go in and I speak to her. And she goes, you have to get rid of this man. And I go outside and I speak to him and I say, I'm trying softball. I said, because he was nice. I said, you've done the right thing. You're hardworking and you want to do this, but you have to leave. My family is terrified. And he goes, well, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the job. I said, you've done the right thing. Take the other $60. I gave him the full amount of money before I was very uncomfortable. Just so he was
extorted you.
Yes, it was not good. And I said, you can come back next week during the day. What if you come back during the day? And he goes, all right.
Here's the thing. You gave him money for showing up at night. Did he come back at midnight again, or is he done?
No, I haven't seen him since we got some cameras installed.
He's coming
But
back.
this is what I coming back.
I had to
fed a
leave.
bad dog.
I had to leave. I know my wife was not happy that I said he could come back. I had to leave the next morning. I was scared. I started calling people to see if they would come over and spend a night in the guest room.
I got a stick.
While I was gone.
Call me up.
I should have called you. I called Sean. Sean said,
What the fuck is Gardena going to
No.
do? Blow smoke on him?
Sean's like, I can't. I'm not, no. I called Nate, and Nate said, Nate also wouldn't do it. But then he called me back and he said, if you don't have anybody,
I'll get rid of the
I
man.
will talk to Julia and I'll figure it out if no one else will.
He's probably so high in his house.
He was very slow. Do you know Fuzzy? I called
Yeah,
Fuzzy.
Fuzz.
Fuzzy said no.
These are all the.
But then he called me back.
The least.
Well, I tell you, I called Ari Maddy and he couldn't. He had to depart the next morning, but he helped me brainstorm it, and I could tell he did want to fight somebody.
You got a
He's
hose?
got the energy of someone who's ready to do something heroic. But Luke Kidgel came, the Australian. He's like the Matt Rife of Australia, and he came to my house, and he didn't know how scary it was. I didn't explain the full situation necessarily. But he was a good man. But that's friendship. I thought I had you on the thing, and it said set to do not disturb, and I thought
What day of the
can't
week was
do
it?
that to a man.
What day of the week was it?
Middle of last week.
I would have loved to come down. Well, you're saying stay there? I don't know. Brittany would have been.
See,
like,
I think Taylor said you might have asked us to go to your house, and that would have been difficult on everybody as well. I don't know. But I didn't know what to do.
They wouldn't have cared.
So many people offered me a gun.
Yeah, you could. That'd have been sick.
How
Or
far away are you?
a paintball
From here?
snipe would have been nice if you DC sniper.
Oh,
that would be
that's
great.
such a good idea.
The gel blasters, I see
Gel
those
blasters
now in the
they're
Walmart.
vicious, dude.
I might get a paintball gun from just home protection. Just come down and start blasting somebody.
Yeah.
This is what I'm afraid of.
We
with
get that
the
little beanbag gun.
Chuk chuk.
That'd be nice. Because that'll stop somebody. If you come
That
out
fucking-
like freeze at night and hit, they're going to think they're being shot.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. See you tomorrow.
I'll be here at 11
I'm out for the
p.m.
day.
Dude.
So he hasn't been back, though.
He's not yet been back. And he was very nice.
Okay.
He's a lovely guy. He just was there. He asked for a cigarette. I didn't have one. I gave him a Zin.
What kind
and
of
then he took it out after 30 seconds and said, "That is strong." I was like, it's a good man. I just couldn't have him there.
Might have repelled him. He's like, he's going to give me another
You
one
don't
of those
fuck with this household.
mind
We give
control
you
pouches.
4 milligrams at a time of sweet nicotine goodness.
Damn, I didn't know you were dealing with that.
It was a spooky time, but I think we got through it. We now have beautiful cameras, beautiful lights.
That's good. That's good.
This lectern makes it very hard not to do.
Yeah, that's pretty much why. If you're at lecterns enough, yeah, you gotta.
Mine's greased up. Look at this shit.
It's smudged.
Yeah.
I got to Windex them. That's
I
all.
get
me.
wet. I get wet hands.
Oh, you're saying you're smudging them. I think
Yeah.
they might have been pre-existing smudges.
I flipped over a fucking Lime scooter
What?
a
Yes.
couple days ago.
What the fuck? What
That's
happened?
looking worse
I
than
was-
it was at the
My
time.
worst nightmare. How'd you do that?
Traveling from a terrible show.
Headphones? You listen to
I
music?
told you the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
What
the
happened?
Fairmount. I did a show in front of all these rich people and it was fucking brutal. Then I had to head to the mothership.
Yeah.
And I'm like dejected. I'm feeling real sad about everything.
What was the nature of the show though? Like, why did it stink?
It's like a monthly show they do. It's just overlit. There's mirrors everywhere. Rich people that have no idea what comedy is. You know, there's a bucket list type shit, so they're not respected.
yeah. That kind of tracks. Like, we'll do a bright room full of mirrors. This will be so funny.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll talk to us individually.
Yeah, no, I just stared pretty much at myself.
Oh,
behind
your
it.
reflection.
Yeah.
I never thought
And
about
different
that.
angles too, because like all the panels were shifted.
Are you sure this wasn't a
So I
dream?
saw,
Into
like,
the
a-
dragon?
I just
You doing
saw my
stand-up?
nose. Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
One of the
and-
mirrors, you're short and tiny and squat.
And in one of the mirrors, you have a perfect normal face, like in the movie Mask.
Yeah, I love masks. And then I get to the corner and there's a pack of Indians, and the Indians were at the show like a couple nights before, and they recognized me and told me how funny I was.
Oh, nice.
You're our favorite comic. We were just talking about all that shit. And I got jacked back up. I was like,
Hey, that's all
I'm
it
the
takes.
best.
That's all it takes.
I'm the fucking best. And I started crossing the street, and I went to say bye, like say something ridiculous, and I just turned full
Yeah.
and just flipped over my fucking handlebars in front of a pack of fat Indians.
What the fuck?
It
What,
was-
what prompted the flip?
Well, I turned like this.
Oh, God, and the
I didn't-
thing
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
Because I'm never on it. I haven't been on one in so long, and I was just fucking.
Let's have a look. How's
In
that
my own-
healing up?
It's all right. It's just a little bruised.
It's up here.
Yeah.
But then you went on, you had a great set.
And then I had.
That's
a
when the women made those noises at him.
What?
Yeah.
And they probably wanted to hit the gauze on him and have him go.
I was just every now and then just wrapping in my shirt like a fucking
You got a nice
scumbag.
World War I
That's kind of
nurse
sick.
looking
You went
after
wounded up at the mothership.
Yeah.
That'll definitely turn chicks on.
Yeah.
Like, I just flip my thing. Just
know who wouldn't do
say what's
that?
up to all my Indian
What?
fans.
Coconut.
You can say.
Yes.
I think you can
I think
say
you
that.
can say. I think we've got to be allowed to say coconut.
Yeah.
I think so.
Coconuts are great.
That's friendly.
Coconut. It does sound kind of sick. I was kind of taken aback where I was like, "There's a lot of that was weird when they were like, that's actually a term for people, a
Yeah.
specific group." Because there was like an inner Islander beef, and that like the Kakamora were supposedly another group that ever.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
But this might be the American Samoans because they have all the money, but just one island.
That
But
makes
the
sense.
actual Samoans. You know what? I don't know why it's okay. Mandarin. Why can we call them Mandarins?
Can't say Oriental. That's what I
Can't say
found out.
Oriental. Mandarin is like the term of language, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
really? I thought it
Mandarin's
was because
fine.
they were small and orange and sweet, full of seeds.
Hit the fucking red.
Absolutely.
We're so slow.
Absolutely.
You're starting to allow.
I had
You're
to-
letting the windows. You're letting us to dig our own holes.
True.
I didn't want to be the only one who didn't get in trouble with the with the
It's
lights.
fun. It feels good.
That is pretty funny, actually.
You stand the whole time?
What do you mean?
Because I wore a fucking bikini. I thought we would be sitting down.
Dude, the first day I did it, I wore shorts too, and I was the whole time just like,
That's all I can think about. Got my 5 inches on.
dude. So I wonder if those heels healed that kid's mother.
Wait, what happened?
The Heels, what are they? Protein waters.
Protein drink. Yeah, they're fucking great. It's one of the sponsors that I like.
Oh, that guy.
I actually lean
It's
into
nice when
when
you
I do my
actually
read.
believe. It is nice
Yeah.
when you get a sponsor you actually believe in.
Yeah.
Every like 6 months you get one. You're like, oh, this is actually good.
I think it was that one and Waterboy. I really enjoyed.
What's Waterboy?
Waterboy is just the electrolyte packets.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
They
right on,
competed
right on.
with
Right on.
Waterboy's just like more pickly. It's got more of a pickle juice brine. to
I
it.
like that. I like the direction we're moving in. It's just more powders
Yeah.
and more just fake fights.
Yeah.
That was crazy. 60 million people tuned into that. That was
Fucking
Very sad.
disgusting.
that was a real like dark point for like just internet culture and like the internet's taking over. And it was
I
just
don't
like,
know who
all
this Rosie Perez is.
Oh,
Who's that?
I used
Rosie
to,
Perez was the commentator,
I
the
used
lady
to
commentator.
beat off to her.
Hold on, that's interesting. Who you talking? Oh, you're talking about the lady.
Yeah.
She's,
Is that
she's
guy?
in White Man Can't Jump.
That's interesting. You should.
Hey, the green. I was.
She
interested.
was
Green.
not giving sophisticated commentary. They were
No.
talking about Mike Tyson's.
Cedric was kind of killing it, by the way. Even though he
Listening.
looked like
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
like a
yeah.
Shah for some reason. He was dressed like a Shah from. That hat was crazy.
Yeah, Farrakhan's gone to the Gucci store.
I saw the first movie. I didn't see the second one.
Yeah, he looked kind of nuts. But the I didn't really think about anything that lady was saying. For
She-
some weird reason.
Oh, the-
She
my
was
favorite-
popular in American culture because she got naked and rode. You got to see her side tit while she did a fucking.
Woody
Wow,
Harrelson was that?
it's important
Woody
that helped
Harrelson,
America
White Man
heal.
Can't Jump.
I think I beat off.
And
to
then
that
she
too.
was like the first. She was like the first like Latina that was
Okay.
like represented correctly. Like she was like a Boricua on screen.
But
and
they
she
were all
was like,
pleasant before then. And,
No, I mean correctly, meaning she was annoying and loud.
Yeah,
and
that's what I meant.
boisterous.
well, I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you. Oh, you figured out how to
Cinematic.
adjust to it.
No, that's just a weird thing. I actually found her incredibly erotic when I watched White
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
Can't Jump. That was crazy.
I've never seen this
Same.
movie, but
Yeah, it's great. She was hot. She was like very sexy. But
What
now,
did you eat for breakfast, dude? You're so racist today. What happened?
What?
You're so racist.
Well, we're all
today.
wearing headgear and we've got paintings behind us. I feel like it feels good. It's where I would do it in a museum.
okay. On racism and breakfast.
That would be
Hold
a
on.
great. Sorry, that would be a great web series where. Let's get us back to blue. That'd be a great web series where you like do a hidden live stream, like in a nice art museum, and you approach like old white, very like urbane liberal types,
Trying to get him to say
and you
something.
just have like, yo, dude, can you fucking believe this security? And just start having like very racist conversation. At the end, be like, bro, I'm just kidding. You're on my YouTube show. But say like the most outlandish shit. Like, bro, I'm trying to fuck.
There
one
was
of these
a.
bitches
I
in
saw a
here.
tweet with her talking to the main announcer, the annoying
This is
guy
the
with
Rosie
the voice,
Perez said this.
with Rosie Perez,
Yeah.
and it's one of the quotes was like, "It's his breath," because the guy was he's like, "What do you think about?" He was that guy. I don't know what his name
So wait,
is,
who was the panel? It was Rosie Perez, Cedric the Entertainer,
and he was the main guy, the main like.
the main. Okay.
Are we ready for the final bout? Like the
Yeah,
guy that
yeah.
talks like an
Okay.
asshole.
Yeah.
And
The
he's-
only professional
he's-
commentator on the panel. Yeah.
He's yapping to the guy, it's Cedric or whatever,
Mm.
and her face is like. So I think his fucking dog breath blasted her out of saying anything the entire panel because she had nothing to input and he was just
I felt
yapping.
like she was talking. I caught a little bit of the pre-fight, and I called her. She was like blah 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 blah. But maybe she just shut up. I remember just hearing Cedric. Yeah, you're right. During the
didn't
fight,
say
you didn't hear her
shit.
say anything.
I know. I heard her say one thing, and that's why it stood out to me that it was nuts. Is that he was adjusting his mouth guard a lot, and she
Yeah.
said, "I wonder if the mouth guard problems will give him difficulties with taking in oxygen." And it's like that's.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about biochemistry, but I'm pretty sure that's not a good take.
No, that's not great.
I don't think that's
Well, I think you
He
like
can
breathe into
breathe.
your nose a lot while you're fighting. More so, you're not like
No,
because you're clamping down a mouth guard anyway.
I don't
Oh,
think
the
it's,
saddest bit of the fight was when I think it was someone asked the main boxing guy, "How long has Mike got at the start of each of these rounds with energy that he can do something?" And the guy said, 5-10 seconds. That's it. He's got 5 to 10 seconds at the start of the round to do
Yeah.
something. After that, he's just
Yeah, it
hanging
was.
on.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I was like, yeah, this will be kind of cool. Something I've been curious about.
First
for a
two
while.
rounds were okay. I thought.
Yeah,
he attacked once.
Once,
and I think
once
it's all,
he
it
did
was all set up.
shaky old like
Yeah.
elder guy movement. I was like, fuck, man.
Every video of training prior to that showed him he's like
He stumbled on the way to the ring.
yeah. Dude,
You remember that?
That's all bullshit.
It's
Yeah, it was tough.
It's all set up.
Well, it's all
America
for-
needs
I don't think it
young
looks
men
bad
to
for-
fight each other again. Young,
Yes,
beautiful
exactly.
men.
Well, here's the thing. It's like I don't think it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, but dude, like it's all about the money. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, dude, like it sucked. That might have really kind of broke whatever. Like if there was like a speckle, like the bubble of spectacle of like, oh, this is kind of weird and interesting. It just finally popped. It's like, this sucks.
People are so tired.
People were so, and it was like, dude, so many people. But also,
there was one opportunity for it to be great. At the end, when Jake Paul starts putting his head forward, if Mike Tyson had just come in from the top, just fucking one great
that's
one.
all people want to see is him get like
the second the hands went down, he starts to bow, uppercut. That could have brought America back together. That would have been a very important moment.
True.
I mean,
Mike Tyson's too much of a gentleman. That doesn't get said very often.
Jake Paul, to be fair to Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul was pretty gentlemanly and not. He could have taken his head off, dude.
He could have.
He could have absolutely decimated him. It's like he started like really peppering him, and then like towards the end, he stopped and was just gave him the bow.
You could see in one instance, Tyson like gave him one combo that kind of was like a bit of him in the past, or like at least his training sessions, and then he just never did it again. I think it was he said this when he fought Evander Holyfield the last time when they're just two old men. He said he didn't turn it on because I didn't want to kill him. So he has this internal mechanism. Just go, I'm going to bring out the fucking beast,
kill this guy,
and he didn't.
And it looks like he did it with Jake Paul for a second, and then like I guess whatever contract they have, whatever setup they have, where he can't, and then he just was like.
It was for real giving me staged vibe. Like it looked very staged. Just the fact that like, especially when like Tyson did that good head movement and Paul's hands would go right over his head. I'm like, that almost looks rehearsed.
Yeah.
Where not like they practiced that, but I was like, dude,
who's really
Tyson like this and like right over his head. I'm like, that looks like they're almost like WWF style.
Jake Paul looks a little more like RuPaul out there.
True. That is highly offensive. Yellow.
No, because it's staged, because it's a performance.
Yeah, true. Okay,
Well,
there we go.
we're
We're back to. I'm interested. But yeah, yeah, dude, it was just one of those things where it was like, because usually I don't care. I was like, I don't care. It's a stupid thing. You want to watch it. That's your problem. You want to watch Jake Paul fight old men constantly. But then I watched it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm becoming an old man because I was really like, there's no honor in
my
this.
telephone?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. No, it was just like it to stop.
It's a kazoo.
There's no honor in this. It's like there is something about it where it's like you want to see two people, an actual fight. You want to see actual sportsmanship, a real challenge. This is just people tuning in to be like, one day. It's like an ancient prophecy. It's like one day someone will come up and knock this guy's head off.
Yeah.
And the whole country will rejoice.
Yeah.
If he gets killed during a boxing match, I hate to talk like this. I'm going to yell at myself. If he gets killed in a boxing match, people will be happy. Like there won't be very many people being, actually, guys, it's kind of sad. People on Twitter unanimously will be like, fuck yes, he's dead. I'm buying his deodorant company from his brother. It was for real. It was a Celsius commercial and a fucking body spray commercial.
Oh, is that what they were spraying? I thought it was like a cologne.
He was spraying Axe body spray. That's the thing that really soured me was the car. I've been trying to keep an open mind to everybody, not judge people. And I saw the car and I saw his brother spraying, but I later learned to be deodorant. And I was just like, fucking Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That really soured me. When
I can't even say jump on the Patreon on my podcast. I can't even promote something that should pay my bills because I feel so gay. I can't even say click subscribe or whatever the
No,
fuck.
I can't. That's anathema, dude. It's being like, guys, comments down below. It's like,
dude, smash that subscribe button.
Guys, really helps the show when you subscribe. It's like, I can't do it.
Dude,
can't
I
bring
said
myself.
it one time making fun of myself. We got like 5,000 subs. I was like, just stop. Just say it.
Yeah.
I just like
Why
to
can't
let
you
all
just
the
say it?
Matt and Shane Patreon people know about the James Donald Forbes McCann catamaran plan. Jump on board quickly as possible.
You know
New
what I
book
was,
of poems.
you know what I was
new album.
talking about recently? It almost, this is something that's been kind of like geeking me out. Man, I talked to, I think hopefully it'll be out before this or maybe right after. I talked to Sagar from Breaking Points, and we were talking about how it's kind of a catch-22 because everyone is like jostling toward more and more money. But then at the very top of that is like incredible wealth, and it almost has like a deformative effect on like your future generations. Like anyone who grows up, we're trying to jostle towards more and more money. But then people who really beat that kind of thing and just like secure generational wealth, it like devastates the rest of your family.
Not only the new money people. I mean, if you get into the aristocracy, can you learn their rules?
Yeah, but
they do great.
Do you think so, though?
Yes, I think there are Rothschilds and Rockefellers who are living beautiful, weird, tweed, shooting, dignified, restrained,
You think
happy
so?
lives.
You think
Yeah,
so?
But
Did you ever get into Vanderbilts?
No.
Sagar told me about the Vanderbilts, dude. That family, that like empire died. Like after the main Yeah, the main Vanderbilt like crushed it, and then everyone else in the family just did fucking terribly. It all fell apart. You know who the first Vanderbilt was to come up from the ashes? Anderson Cooper.
No.
Sorry, Sauger did that. I stole his whole thing. But yeah, he told me that whole thing. It fucking
Really?
blew me away. Yeah. That was like a cursed fucking empire. The whole family just disintegrated.
It's kind of a curse. He's gay.
Anderson? We got to. That's kind of funny. I'll give you a yellow card on that. True.
Is this the Patreon?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you're good. We're good to go. We're here to play. Let's get pure.
The
Yeah,
color
dude.
of Anderson Cooper's eyes and hair.
True. Let's go, Anderson Cooper. I'm not far off the coop, man. Right now, if I do, I'm kind of cooped out right now. I actually might grow my hair long and dye it
Full white, you mean?
Raven black.
Raven black.
Like,
That's what
What,
the
you get the-
announcer guy
you get the
had.
swoopy one?
He had jet black hair that almost turned purple. You can still see a stain on his forehead.
yeah. Well, it is funny.
It's the worst
I have.
setup for my hair. My hair is exactly the wrong length for this. I can't get it, back.
It looks good. Were you trying to slick it?
Head
trying to get it out of my face, but not look like I'm balding and trying to hide that.
You're not balding, are you?
It retreats.
Let me see. Let me flip that baby up.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, you just got a sick widow's peak, dude. What are you talking about? Nah, dude, I got
That's 4 widows, dude. I don't know how many wives.
She's had a couple husbands.
my hairline naturally comes back to here.
I got some widow.
Yeah, bro. It's just widow's,
Widow's
peak,
natural.
bro. Widow's peak. It's a
Dude,
front.
it's weird.
It's a front rat
You
tail.
see a white dude with a Mexican hairline, it's fucking. it's boggling. Dude.
Truth. It is crazy. You see a white guy with an
Oh,
Edgar
no.
cut.
Yeah, dude. There's only like 2 inches from his
yearn for
eyebrow.
the
There was
Edgar. I'd like the black guy barbershop, one straight line. I don't know
Yeah.
if black people don't do the widow's peak the same. If I had that, it would have to be up here.
Widow's peak sends you to like right to unk status. As soon as you don't have
Yeah.
that fucking straight up thing. But some black dudes go crazy and just like color that in with like a marker.
Yeah, dude. One time, my brother, when
Drake was doing it.
he went bald at like 22, 23,
Really?
and he showed up at a wedding, and me and my other brother and my buddies were all just hanging out, having a couple cocktails before, and my brother just shows up with a spray painted on hair, like a whole
Nice.
spray painted hairline. Like no one was going to say anything.
Oh no.
And my boy Gooch was like, "What's up, Costanza?" And then he just left. He just
walked out.
left the wedding. He's like, "I can't do it." I was like, what were you thinking?
I think
and
you
it was
could
like
get away.
It was like first
starts to sweat.
generation.
It
It's
starts
like
to
think
20
about
years
it.
ago, 25 years ago.
Oh.
So it's just like fucking. He probably got it like an auto shop. Like they didn't have the technology for that shit. It was just like spray paint, dude.
Have you both gone silver since I've been in
I mean,
America?
I'm way more. My top's almost gone gray now. My
Yeah, you have
sides.
a nice. I love the color of your top.
I was white walled, but my top is like
You do have white walls.
I got white walls, bro. I got white walls.
I just bought a set of tires.
Did you really?
Yeah, all 4.
You steal them from the
They're
show?
okay.
Doesn't it feel good when you finally start buying 4 tires? and
Dude,
fill
every
up your
day
gas tank?
I wake up and I look at them like, this is great.
Dude, every time I fill my gas tank all the way up, I'm like,
same.
dude, I mean,
Yeah.
this
Same,
is kind of us.
We could do
Biden's
anything.
America's not too
Fill it all
shabby.
the way up.
I was so not used to that. I did a silly. I was so confident that I had money for the first time.
Yeah.
I didn't even hold it. I did the snip. I was like, I'm going to leave that. That's going to
Yeah.
fuel up. And then I started looking at the money and I thought, I should probably take that out. But I didn't think that I'd already snibbed it, and I took it out. Gasoline went all over me.
Oh, no.
I had to walk around to Target Halloween shopping,
Stinking.
covered in gas.
I went out to dinner with someone recently who spilled gas on themselves.
Yeah, you can't go out. You
It's
got to go
the
home.
funniest. No, he just showed up.
What a
and I was
fucking
like, "Was he running a
dirtball.
chain? Were you running
No,
a
I-
chainsaw all day?" And he's like, "No, I spilled gasoline all over."
I felt
He probably
You
smelled,
later.
he smelled sick for like a little bit, right? That smells great for a while.
No,
Up until like 8 minutes.
I was the
Headaches
opposite. It
start
hit
up.
me, and I was
Yeah.
like, kind of like upset. I'm like, am I like losing my? Am I having a fucking stroke right now? Like, what is this smell? And finally, I was like, bro, what? I think he was like, yeah, dude, I actually just fucking sprayed gasoline. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Dude, it does feel good, like just doing white trash shit and feeling like you have generational wealth, like the fucking Vanderbilts.
Yeah.
And I bought a pack of like 36 tissue boxes in like a big box.
That's huge.
Dude, I just rip up. Every table gets a tissue box. That's
Nice.
wealth.
That's nice.
You know, instead of just using toilet paper to blow your nose, and it's like shitty toilet paper.
My wife-
paper towels are like
Yeah.
shit you'd fold up in a steak restaurant.
My wife actually was like, when I started living with her, she bought like a Kleenex box. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She was like, you don't buy it. I was like, no, use a paper towel. And she was
Yeah.
like, no, dude. She keeps Kleenexes on her. She was an angel for that. She'd put Kleenexes in my bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't need fucking Kleenexes. I'm not a fucking girl. and then I almost shit myself in an Uber on the way to an airport. And I had to shit in an airport bathroom. There was no toilet paper. And I saw it, and I was like, fuck it, let it ride. And I was like, I'll figure this out. I'll get through security with a fucked up ass. Checked my school bag and went, oh my
my
sweet
God.
little baby.
That's love.
I would have ripped
My
that school
sweet
bag
little
up.
baby. Yeah, she put the Kleenex in my bag. And
One time I
I
shit
wiped my
myself.
ass.
I used underwear. I just took my underwear.
Oh, I've done this.
That's
I've done this many
that's a
times.
good idea. I should have done
Yeah.
that. I didn't even think about that. I'm
No,
such
when
an
there's
idiot.
poop in the underwear and you've taken them down, it's too late. You've got the stain.
No.
there, and you don't want to deal with it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You
For
haven't
sure.
quite made it to the toilet. Then it's the rip of the underpair out, so you can wrap them up in the, and then
Yeah.
you wrap them up
Then
in
you
the
do one of
hand
those, like-
towels, and then dispose of that.
Put on a stick.
Yes, there might be a comedy
Like a
club in
hobo.
Austin with a
Throw
pair
off
of
the
my
bomb dog.
underpants of that nature.
Yeah,
A couple of weeks ago,
I never
having a
thought about
difficult
that.
time.
One of my cousins shit his pants in grade school, and that was like a big thing. He was like, "Yeah,
Oh,
I just fucking
dude.
took my
You
boxers
can't
off."
survive. Can't survive it. You got to switch schools. Some kid did that.
He
shit
did it.
himself.
He Mission Impossible it. He felt the Hershey squirt, went to the bathroom, removed boxers, free balled all day, and he told me, he's like, "Dude, I shit myself."
Was this a uniform? Because we,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Grade school
I went to
uniform.
Catholic school, so they're
Yeah.
all khakis. This kid had a full blowout.
We had dark blue pants, thank God.
Full blowout, asshole to belly button, dude. Just like a fucking, like a toddler, dude, up the spine. And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, he shit his pants!" And then the kid just waddled out. And I swear to God, he went to like a different school.
Did he really? We had a kid stay. He shit himself in the third grade. He did it
Was he the
early
toughest
enough.
kid in class?
No, he shit himself in the third grade, but he didn't diarrhea. He just logged out in his pants.
Oh,
well,
shit.
no, that's an abuse mechanism. I think. If that's not a gastro problem, that's
Yeah.
That's like,
Well,
yeah.
you have to investigate the home when a boy does
Yes.
it.
Yes,
Yes.
I've heard that's like one of the biggest tells of like severe home abuse is when like kids go to the bathroom and shit on the floor.
Yeah.
That's like a giant tell. I remember
I don't know why, but I believe this.
I went to school, dude. I'm telling you, no, because
Yeah.
I went to school with a RIP. It was one of my classmates when I went to social work schools. It was one of my few friends in the program, and she was just like this larger than life black lady, and she was a big lady, but she was saying how she was at a school and there's a kid who was like shitting on the floor and running away, and the staff had no idea how to handle it. And she was like, she just saw the lady going to the bathroom and shit on the floor, and she solved it by running in and be like, get your ass off the floor. And she like turned the thing around. They needed her to like, she ran in after the kid and was like, you ain't shitting on this fucking floor. Get off of here.
Nice.
And the
the kids
staff
start-
were like using like different like therapeutic approaches, and
Oh,
she just
yeah.
screamed at her like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Then I guess they got to, at least she didn't shit on the floor anymore. She probably got horrifically abused still at her house. But yeah, she did solve the
It's
shit.
one less problem in that person's
True,
life.
true.
Yeah.
That's a big step. If you're shitting on floor,
We
on the
had-
floor,
we had,
that's
We had the poo
you can
jogger.
eventually work at Burger King. You can get it together.
Yeah.
And just
Did the poo jogger make it over here?
who's that?
There was a man in Sydney who was running around early in the morning, and he was
Defecating on people's lawns?
on people's front doorsteps.
What?
And then they found him, and it was like a guy in his 50s, like a high-powered lawyer, and he would just get up at 4 a.m., go for a run, and that was how he like
This is
got
why
his kick for the day. Is he would take a shit, and they got a photo of him doing it at front of someone's house, and it was the poo jogger.
Was he
That the
disbarred?
headline.
Did they disbar him?
I don't know what steps were professionally taken against the poo jogger, but
This
his
is-
face was put on the newspapers.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't have black people in your culture. Because black dude just fuck
Straighten
you
that
up.
out?
You can't,
Yeah.
you can't just successfully every morning go shit on someone's step without not getting fucked up.
True.
There needs to be some abuse there, you know?
Straight up and down.
He was living his truth, and who are we to judge him?
Yeah, it's true.
True.
Fine. And did you ever do like nasty little childhood pranks where you put like the shit in someone's doorstep or pee buckets?
No, I had a friend who came on a doorknob.
Came on a doorknob?
Oh,
I
God.
think it was coming on. Yes, it was coming on a doorknob, and then later on there was shitting in a girl's bag, where they were on a camp together, and the girls had like shaved their
Same guy?
eyebrows or something, and so he shit in a girl's bag.
Wait, she shaved the boy's
It's my
eyebrows.
friend Amos. He shit in a girl's bag. And then it was like
Like
he
a
would told all the
suitcase?
boys, you know what we should do? Yeah, we should shit in their bags while they're on the school camp.
Yeah.
And then the boys go, yeah, do it. And then he goes and takes a shit in a plastic bag to go and put it in their bag.
Oh, he put
to
it.
transfer.
He packed
Well,
it.
so you could get in and out quickly. It's just do your own poo bag and then move it out, and then you leave. Perfect, better crime. You don't want to be sat there squatting.
Yeah, and it's more humane if it's a bag of shit versus like a turd on your clothes.
Oh
that's-
no, I believe they took the poo out of the.
Oh, that was a
bag.
transport mechanism.
Yeah.
Shit is funny. I mean,
In
I
and out.
shit
They're
in a
really-
bag. I shit in a bag in front of the
Thinking.
Temple baseball team just to hear the sound behind like the kitchen. area, and it just goes.
Does your friend Amos know? Has he ever come out?
He's
and
done
talk-
that on stage.
He
He does
talks
a bit
about it.
about
That's
shit in the girl's
fantastic.
bag.
That's awesome.
But I don't think they talk about coming on the doorknob.
Someone came on a
You gotta
doorknob.
keep that
Someone
out.
came on a
Yeah.
doorknob.
Someone came on a doorknob.
I think there was so that when they would touch the cum.
Pee buckets was great. You pee in a bucket,
I
lean it
remember
against
that.
the door, knock, and they open the door and pee just splashes all over the floor.
Oh, it's
Home
great.
Run
I never
classic.
did that.
Pee buckets, yeah, we used to do pee buckets. Pee buckets is dastardly. Also, fireworks, the lighting a firework,
No,
ringing
we
the
didn't have
doorbell, and
them.
running
That's
away.
It's crazy.
That was sick. It's going off. There's nothing better for a young boy's spirit to
True.
just run from a fucking house while things
We
explode.
would
Oh,
just throw M80s in a pipe.
That's pretty sick.
Egging was a big thing.
Egging was huge.
Egging was
We'd
huge,
love to
yeah.
egg, and then someone would take it too far, and like hard boil the egg and throw that, and then someone's fucking.
I'd rather get my house pelted with a hard-boiled egg.
No,
though.
but if they're driving past and hitting you
Oh.
on your person,
That
Yeah,
also breaks the
that
window.
hurts.
yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
we did golf balls at the highway one time too.
That's fucking nuts.
That's
dude.
bad.
Were you just on the overpass?
No,
dropping
there
golf balls?
was a mini putt place on Route 202. So we would like just take our ball instead of hitting it in that last hole where
Yeah,
it takes
yeah.
your ball. We just keep it in our pocket.
Oh
We
no,
was-
that's a classic. It's got to be done.
so we'd walk home and there was a 202 was like a 2-lane highway. It had like red lights and stuff, but it was still like people were hitting like 55, 60.
Jesus, dude.
We
Oh
would
no, I
stand by
take
the
it
side
back.
of the
This
road
is
and
taking a
go,
turn.
and just throw it in
I
front
just
of
thought
a
it was a
car.
clever way to save golf ball.
No,
money.
we were throwing
There's
at
so
cars.
many stories I've seen where like a woman's head would just be removed from a kid throwing a rock over an overpass. I
seen
still
these.
see it.
I still see overpasses. I'm like, dude, I want to throw
Oh,
something.
I
so
know, I know,
bad.
including myself. Every time I walk over, I'm like, I want to fucking jump, dude.
I got 3 reds at the podium. I'm jumping in the fucking
I can't.
overpass.
I was just in the comedy mothership condo, and they have a fucking their balcony. The glass on the
Oh,
balcony is
dude.
like
Yeah.
here.
Also, how to drinks? There's like a ledge for drinks. I'm like, dude, I like will sit there and just be like, dude, if my drink goes this much further, it's gonna fall on someone's head. I'm like,
Yeah.
stop it,
It's like
dude, stop.
30 floors up.
Yeah, that would fucking.
I've
crush
never
me.
had the good mental health to think
No.
a high apartment
No, no,
is
no,
a
no.
serious
No, no,
option.
no, no.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
I'm
I get,
sweating thinking about it.
Yeah, I get kind of freaked out.
Because it's that I've talked about it on the pod before, like the imp of the perverse going like, I can. And then it just a flood of anxiety and like it almost shot. It feels like a shock,
Are you
electric
talking-
shock.
Like you're talking about when you're near the edge of a
Yeah,
high
like
thing,
just jump.
Oh,
your
yeah.
own body
You can
tries
jump.
to push you
can
off.
jump.
I
But
got
now,
weird.
now I do this. Now I hold the back, and if I want to peek over, like I have to be on something.
Yeah.
I tell you what
I'm
is
like
a
a
nice
That's
reset
crazy.
at the mothership is from the green room. You can climb onto the roof.
Oh,
Yeah, that ladder between when you go into the green room, that ladder gets
Oh.
you up on there.
oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lock, but you can sort that out from the inside.
New Year's Eve. Do you guys do? Do they do?
Christmas, I don't know.
Do they? I mean, fireworks. They do fireworks down here.
I think people did fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing like orchestrated through the city.
I think you can get some. Oh, you.
I don't want Latina fireworks. I want to fucking.
Right. Of course, that beautiful
Proper-
Austin civic culture that we've all tapped into. So
I think they do
Wow, man,
fireworks,
they gotta-
and I think you can get like real nice fireworks if you leave Austin. I
It's
think you
gotta
can
be
score
private.
some like very sick ones.
Yeah.
Well, you drove up to Arkansas and back. You can
No,
get some
right-
crazy.
Chris
Really?
drove to
Oklahoma, you'd be set.
Oklahoma would be nice.
Chris drove somewhere from our New York apartment and bought legit ones.
Yeah.
We lit them off in our backyard in New York, and people were hanging out their windows. Like they were
Yeah.
like, "Phoom,"
You
and they
get-
went up like
yeah.
"Doom," cascading over. It
Yeah.
was fucking amazing.
They sell them in PA. You can
That's
buy
where
them
we
in
went. We
PA,
went to
but you
Pennsylvania.
have to have an out of state ID.
What?
So it's like Phantom
Ah,
fireworks.
yeah.
You have so you can buy them in PA, but you have to be from out of state. That's the loophole. I just walked into one time, and I was able to buy them. It was kind of sick.
It's that gray hair,
And
man. He trusted you.
True. Actually, I knew somebody who
He
worked
was like,
there,
"Shit,
but-
you're white walled."
I recognized someone I knew, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He's like, "I work at the fireplace." He's like, "How the fuck you get in here?" I was like, "I just walked in. Nobody said anything."
Is it safe to have your own if you do it the right way?
No,
It's a
they're
safe
so
thing to-
dangerous.
all
bro.
right,
I mean,
fine,
they're
it's
so
fine.
fucking dangerous, and it's like
I was looking forward to it.
there's also like, dude, if like something malfunctions, it's just gonna explode in your face. Like if it like say the fuse is like
You're making some
goes
good
too
arguments.
fast.
Dude, I used to put.
I've grown to
I used
hate
to strip,
fireworks as I got older. I fucking can't stand them.
I used to strip candles, like
You
birthday
didn't-
candles, and make wick extensions.
Oh,
So I would tie that to the actual wick to give
Smart.
me more time
it
to
takes
get the
12
I like
hours
that.
to light off.
just sit behind a bush.
This was
Just waiting for a Yankee candle to fully melt.
I was anti fireworks. I was bored with them.
Yeah,
You left Disney World earlier.
yeah.
I fell back in love with fireworks. Seeing
I don't
these
mind a
Disney
professional
castles.
fireworks show.
Okay.
I don't mind a professional fireworks show. After I had kids, if people light them off by themselves, I'm like, what are you fucking dumbass? Stop
Yeah.
lighting. I
Yeah.
get so upset.
Yeah.
I know that's my problem, but
You,
it's
know,
like,
you just want top professional level.
I
fireworks.
want safety. I want people who know what they're doing using them. I don't want just anybody being able to use fire. I used to think my dad was such a pussy about fireworks, and as soon as I had kids, I was like, I fucking hate these fireworks. Fucking asshole
Dude, I get
punks.
excited for the new designs every year. You
Yeah.
know, like once we hit
Do
smiley
they?
faces,
I didn't
every
know
year there's
that.
something different in terms of.
That would be funny if they started putting like deeply graphic imagery in the sky, and you're with your kids. And you're like, oh Jesus Christ!
just oral.
Porno
Two people,
fireworks.
69.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get your OnlyFans hashtag up there next to it.
You just,
It's
just there with
like,
your
cum.
kids.
cum
Just
fireworks, not
fucking
bad.
Chinese, man.
Actually, boobs are going to be very easy.
Boobs would be so easy.
Yeah.
Boobs are very easy.
2 big white ones and 2 little red
Little
ones.
red guys?
Yeah.
That'd be nice if the grand finale
Right.
just spelled out like, "Thanks, you fucking idiots. Go
Yeah.
home, dumbasses."
It takes a long time.
Then they just throw a big set of brown tits, and all the guys like, fuck that.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He said the tits were gonna be white. I'm like, what if they're brown?
Well, no,
People get pissed
I was
off.
just thinking of. Good God.
I'm just staying the no.
I'm such a non-racist. I wouldn't want to objectify.
I didn't
any
get the joke.
other-
That's how non-racist.
I'm saying, what if there's racist
Actually,
people in the park
to be
watching?
fair, to be
You're right.
fair,
And
You're
they're
right.
upset
I
about
heard,
You're
brown,
right.
I heard brown tits. I went, huh?
All right, I want to take it back. I want to take it back because you're right.
What were you saying?
Those were the tits that I was looking at my own tits in my mind,
You're
and I
racist.
was making that. They could be brown areolas. They could be pink areolas.
And yellow.
They could be yellow areolas. I like them brown tits. I like them yellow tits.
How about a hybrid?
I like them red tits. Hybrid.
brown tits with like just the
One and
pinkest
one?
nipples ever.
Magenta
That's a
nips.
poem.
Magenta,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
A pig's asshole nipple. I like that. Dude, when they're really hot pink, probably,
Of course.
it drives me nuts, dude. I get
You
all
love the
horned
hot
up.
pink.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because
Have you-
it signifies like new birth.
You think so?
Because it's like they feel like they're just
What
out
about
of the box.
what about inverted on the chest of a fat child?
I'll take it. I answered before you finished. I was like that.
I'll read myself. That was uncalled for.
That child.
Remember that when your friends would
Yeah.
have like inverted nipples?
Yeah.
What,
I had
why-
them.
Why did nipples?
I had one.
Why did nipples
For a little
cave
while
in
there,
if
I
you
was
get-
fat. I had one.
Yeah, but what
a
happens?
year
What
or something.
happens in the
I
body?
have
What is
no
the law of
idea.
physics that it inverts a
It
fat
can't. It
kid's
caves
nipples?
in, dude. It's too much
True.
weight and pressure.
Yeah, true.
You ever see the
It's a
nipples
black
in the
hole.
back of fat kids' shoulders? They just have nipples.
Yeah, it's kind of indents in there.
They've
No.
indented shape.
I don't
That's
think I've
like-
ever seen a third nipple.
It's not a
No,
nipple.
I've
It's
seen
like a dent.
yeah, there's like an
Oh.
indent in the. It's not like a roll. It's like a baby roll, I guess. Maybe
I guess
maybe
it's
I'm
a
making
spot
it
that
up.
can't grow fat, so it just gets like a couch cushion, like a button on a fancy leather chair.
Is
Yeah,
it the
I'm
same
like,
as an
now
Audi? What's happening with an Audi?
Now I'm questioning an Audi.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Apparently, Audis are hernias. Like I
No,
thought,
they're just hernias.
yeah, that's,
What,
I
from a
thought they were-
child? As
Yeah,
it being a
I
baby?
think so. Yeah.
Were you deadlifting in the womb?
I don't know what the fuck happens, but something happens where the kids get born with fucking.
I don't have any friends with an Audi because I would refuse to be your friend.
Really?
Yeah, I can't look at you.
I used to be jealous of them.
It's disgusting.
You
What?
wanted an Audi.
My cousin had like a severe Audi, and I'm like, damn, that's so sick. I wish I had one. I had a deep innie.
Yeah, I got a
Second
deep
I
one.
had a deep fat innie. Also, you know what? I think I solved the
How deep
mystery.
is deep? You saying past the first knuckle of the finger?
I could get my finger in there. Well, no, but I don't know. Like shit gets stuck in it.
It's pretty deep.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, that's a
That's-
deep. That's a deep.
It's like a nautilus shell.
There's a lot of
that only goes
muscle
into there.
coming around and curving in there.
I think I solved an age. That's pretty deep too. I think I
Cutting
solved
away.
an age-old mystery last night. Did you ever pee in the shower and then your penis hurts really badly for like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
That's the shampoo or
No,
soap getting in
It's
there.
water. I thought it was
No.
water, but then I realized last night
It's
as I
soap
was
from beating off.
No.
no, it
That's
wasn't.
when I used to
wasn't
get it.
beating off. I stand in the shower first. I don't even have time to beat off. I get right in there. Now I beat off all the time. I'm saying I haven't beat off yet. I get in the shower, turn the water on, pee right into the water, and I'd get done every now and again. And I'm like,
I know what you're talking
Ow.
about. When I
Really?
was younger.
dude, I get that. And then I was last night though. I figured it out. I was
Prostate?
fucking with my belly button as I'm peeing, and I think if you fuck with your belly button,
there's a
as you're-
nerve in there that's
I think as you're
strong.
if you
dude.
start fucking with your belly button as you're peeing, it hurts your penis after you pee. I'm
you
gonna
saying
test it
there's
out.
like a cheat code we
So
can hit?
next to
hurts.
the painting with the headset, that's you figured it out. I just want to let you know you figured out how to do it.
Told you guys, try it out. Next time you're peeing in the shower, just dig your finger into your belly button and just like think about something
Just
else.
feel the pain.
And it hurts.
If you really
dude.
want to hurt your penis, touch your belly button in the shower.
while,
Look, I
while
will
peeing,
be.
while peeing,
I'll have to do it.
while peeing. I think if you dig into your belly button while peeing, it has an inverse effect on your penis.
Yeah, there's a lot of little secret nerves.
In the belly
spots. No, everywhere.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
true.
The
I don't
others
believe
just-
in any of this.
Fish
Oh,
go-
I lay on the spike mat though. My wife got the spike. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's got the little spiky plastic discs, and you lie down on it, and it feels terrible and then you start getting weird throbbing blood flow to the back, and then you feel great. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a convert to the spiky mat.
That's just like a Chinese cot, right? That's what they do.
Is that what it's called?
That's what
I was thinking of Indian nail bed.
Yeah, bed of nails.
Certainly, this is an exclusively Oriental phenomenon. No one in the Occident is trying to fuck up their beds as best they
never
can.
laid on
I
nails like that,
loved it.
Apparently, it's good for you.
Yeah. Big believer in
It's
it.
just
Would do
acupuncture.
ads for them.
Yeah,
In
pretty
a way,
much. Yeah,
without going
it's
all the
like
way in.
acupressure.
Sorry, that's
read.
why I thought about it, because you know the acupuncture people, they go like, this part of your toe is the liver. And we'll touch the toe.
I've heard acupuncture is like one of the most legit things.
People swear by it.
People who do it are like, dude,
Really?
it's insane. Yeah.
Is that just for nerve damage and stuff like that, or if you have no problems, you go in
Emotional
there and you
difficulties.
feel different?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I heard like back pain, this and that, headaches. They can get in there and fuck with it. They know, dude. They know secrets. They know secrets, and that's a fair statement.
We gotta. It's like the opposite of chiropractic.
Give yourself a green.
Give myself a pink.
Oh, royal.
Yeah, true. Green. I've stumbled upon the truth. But no, it's a acupuncture. Wait, you say chiropractors?
Yeah, they all need to be eradicated.
What
I
are
don't
you
believe in
talking?
them.
It's so good. I love chiropractors,
I don't.
dude.
It's not real.
Have you ever done one?
Yeah, my buddy went to school for it. I went in there
Didn't work.
and made some fucking noise with
What did
my
he do?
back.
What did he do? And what was your issue?
My issue at that time, I think, was my shoulder, and it was due to
Baseball.
probably or football or
Mm.
whatever. And then I apparently, when you have an injury, your other side is affected because you start favoring
Riley
that one
Leonard's
side.
not throwing well.
The what?
Riley Leonard does the other shoulder, and then he can't throw with his good arm.
Who's Riley Lennon?
Riley Leonard? Is that not the Notre Dame quarterback?
Oh, I don't fucking care.
All right.
No, dude.
I think I'm getting that right.
I don't know. You could be right.
Yeah.
Please go on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I
it's
thought that
fine.
would be. I
Throws
thought
with
that would
different
be an
hands?
example.
It did work because in a sense it is therapy. So it was temporary, but I just think the shoulder needs to heal on its own. But I guess it's bone alignment, right? So
Yeah.
if you're fully out of whack, I get you're
No,
replacing
there are
things.
pretenders. There's a lot of chiropractic pretenders. There's a lot of chiropractors who are just there, like kind of adjacent to lawyers.
To
So
get
when
pussy.
someone gets in an accident,
Yeah.
and then you get pussy, obviously. But like if you get in an accident, a chiropractor is the guy who like puts you on like electrode, like the little electrodes until
Yeah.
you get your lawsuit. So there, you can go there, and they're like, yeah, we did all this stuff for them. But I've been a chiropractor before where my back was fucked, and what they do is they adjust your back,
Yeah.
and then they tell you like you have to work out too, because you have to like we're gonna put your spine in place, and then you got to strengthen the muscles to like keep it there.
Yeah.
Because if you just get cracked and you don't do the other stuff, then again the question would be if you started working out, would it help? But like, dude, I swear I couldn't pick up 10 pounds, and they were just like cracked my back. It took like 3 adjustments, and I started doing yoga in my back. But again, it's like, was it there or that? But it's like really.
I thought they just try and get you to like you got to come back every.
That's
month.
what I thought, but I've been on before. They're like, yeah, you're good. Let me know if you want to come back. And it's like, so there are ones that try to hook you into it, and there are ones that one guy was like a medical doctor. He ran my blood. He did all these other things. It's like there's a lot of them who are just basically holistic health practitioners, and then there's some that are just like there to be like, we're gonna put you on the electrodes. Come back next Wednesday, and we'll get you that Affleck money.
It's like that fat Indian at the gym that has trainer on it, and he just goes to talk to hot chicks all day. He doesn't even try and do anything. Just tries to get numbers.
I don't go to the gym, so I don't know that that's it.
You were telling me about this. I did your podcast.
They're all
last
sexual
one guy?
predators.
Yeah.
He said there was fat Indian personal trainers, and he was saying how
In Queens.
in Queens.
There's a whole pack of them.
Really?
Whole pack of fat packies
Really?
trying to get pussy all day long.
You gotta hit it.
Yeah, I read.
Yeah.
Why? What the hell? What's up with you today? Why
We're
are you
having
being so
fun,
nasty?
man.
Why is that fun for you? You're just being nasty.
Packy's not nasty.
Oh, it
Yes,
is.
It's like
So
one of the
bad.
worst.
I don't know
It's
why, because
in
it's an
Europe.
abbreviation.
It's Pakistan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
it
like
should make sense, but like Japs.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
not bad.
apparently, if you were
He's a Jap.
in London and you said that, I heard it's like similar to the N word. Packy's
Gosh.
bad. It's a bad.
Oh,
one.
I didn't know that. I
No,
apologize.
if you dropped
It
Packy
brings
in
you to
London,
yellow.
you'd have 15 of them raping you to death right there in the street.
Hold on now.
I'm saying you shouldn't do it.
shitting on
It's
your doorstep.
disrespectful.
I'm about to knock down your podium. Yeah.
There might be some strong edits on this Patreon
No,
episode.
look, I don't believe in editing, man. I believe in delivering the absolutely unfiltered truth to the people. Tommy is strong in his mythic membership, dude. He's caught in the blue ethnocentric wave.
Yeah. You,
I don't want to bring
Julius
spiral
Evola
dynamics. I don't want to bring
reading-
spiral
I think
dynamics
it's
into
the
this.
podium. I think I have a
No,
message.
I think you're acclimatizing to Trump's America. You're the canary in the coal mine of what's now acceptable.
Thank God. Inshallah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. This is what the Democrats could learn.
Let it out.
The stage you're exhibiting is an ancient. This is like a part of human development.
Yes.
It's ethnocentric mythic membership, and we've all developed from this stage.
Mm.
And it's just when people get stressed, some revert back to it. This is what if the Democrats would only. It's their solutions.
You want
so
them to
easy.
go full blown Dionysian for a moment. They're too much in the Apollo cult. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
You
I
have
know.
the-
What do you say in terms of Democrats got to go Dionysian?
Yeah.
And
The
how
Democrats
they
have
do
gone
that?
full Apollo, rigorous structure.
Yeah, yeah.
We are the ideal, the outside. They're not tapping into the weird mystic underbelly.
Yes. So, well, here's the thing. It's the
Am
problem.
I wrong?
is,
Were you saying that? Or were you saying
no,
something else?
that kind of ties in. If you take like so before it was like, medieval Christianity, where it's like if you're not a Christian, you're on the out group,
Yes.
you're inherently bad. That was like a level that organized society. And then you got to the scientific understanding that was like, like the founding fathers obviously like all people, regardless of creed or whatever, all human beings are equal. That was a leading edge of like thought cultural evolution
Yeah.
that then guided our country. And then people are slowly rising to that ideal. When people get stressed, they revert back to the previous stage, which is mythic membership, or red ethnocentric, or red ethnocentric. But the problem is that all the Democrats had to do was recognize, like, it's it's not right to be racist and nasty, but it is also a developmental building block from where these bigger stages came from, which allowed. They call it the green wave, which is the postmodern. Everyone's allowed. All we should like speak for. You know what I'm talking about? Does that make
Yes.
sense?
What you're
So,
saying
yes.
is
all they have to do is turn around to the Trump guys and be like, dude, we love you guys. We love you. We don't hate you guys. You're the thing that we loathe in you, which obviously probably is also a projection from them. They see things that they probably think too, and they're like, nah. So it's like all they had to do was turn around and love the Trump guys.
You're saying
They could've won the
you're
election.
saying
They could-
my pop walked with the N word so that I could run with it.
No, he was.
I don't want to get hit with the same red. Can we isolate the red to Tommy? Because
I wish I could do that. That's the thing. You have to love him. He's at the red. He's at a red.
we're all there
ethnocentric
together. It's
membership.
one show together that we've brought down.
I'll give you. I don't have orange, but I'll give you yellow. Yellow signifies scientific understanding, universal worldviews. Green would be the postmodern wave, where that takes it even further. Instead of like it just doesn't like everyone's equal. Do your thing. Green's like we need to make everyone equal on paper and blah 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 blah.
Yes.
And that was like the Democratic Party, and it collapsed in on itself because it's like they snub the other developmental things. Does that mean I'm fucking
Look,
it up.
I think this is the same mechanism. Those may be too lofty. I think it's the same mechanism over and over again of wedding the ruling class to the hoi polloi. And depending on who that ruling class is, they need to use a different technique of seeming like they appeal to them.
Yeah.
So if you have a scientific managerial class, you have to say we're all moving forwards into our beautiful scientific thing.
There you go.
Because that's what you are justified as an elite.
Right on.
And you have to convince the people that it's worth having the experts. If you have if you have a race idealized society, you have to go, we are the pure version of, I'm the most American, I'm Ronald Reagan, I'm blah, I embody the mythos of the culture. I'm a good, and if it's a postmodern thing, then, you just want someone who seems very degenerate, I would think,
What do you mean?
to show that they really understand the depths of depravity and the soul. So you have Sulla, who's hanging out with prostitutes and actors, and this shows that he's savvy and he's paying attention in some way. But what is the teleological goal of American society? What is the point of it? What are we all? Is it to be a light on the hill for the world? Is it to change the rest of the world? Is it to make life comfortable? Is it to make life great? What is it? What is America for?
That's a good question.
That's the question in terms of which direction
That's
you're
a
going.
good question.
Having a good old time.
It's a good question. Having a good time, that's fair. Or it brings up the Jake Paul fight. It's like, was that a success? It made
People did watch
$6
it.
bazillion.
And if
Everyone
all you have
watched
to do
it,
is make money and
but
watch it, it's a big tick.
It sucked and it was devoid of any real entertainment.
Yes.
It was just literally a commercial. So it's like, that is a good question. What is at the heart of the soul of this country right now?
You
Right
can't
now,
sell the farm forever. At some point, you have no farm to come home to.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a good question, man. I don't know. I wish I understood.
I'm childless. So you get your penis in something nice.
Yeah.
Go for a ride with some can. Hit the horn.
Yeah.
A few pops.
Tommy, that can only take you to 55, and then it's a recipe
That's
for
the
suicide.
point. I got no farm.
No.
I got no kids working on the farm. I'm here to have a good time. The American fucking dream.
You're staring down
children.
the barrel of despair.
I want children. I want to calm down. That's what I want. I want a farm.
I think you know that.
I want a whole lot of kids.
That's a good question, though. It is. What is going to be the cool thing that, guides society? I will say-
Manifest Destiny sorted it out for you for a long time. We're going until we get to the sea, and we're going to kill everyone we meet on the way. That was a reason to get together as a people.
Yeah.
That's great. We're going to get rid of slavery. What a big uniform. Or we're going to hold on to slavery. Both of them help
Yeah,
hold
true.
people together. But now, what?
What's next? Get in space.
What's America?
The net. Well, dude, I will
Yes.
say with
Yes.
school space, yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be awesome. I think it'd be sick. But it's like with school now, I've noticed, like when I was in school, they just prepared you to be like study hard and make as much money as fucking possible, and it's like that's it. Now they're really teaching kids like you need to like learn how to develop yourself so you can be part of the community and be part. They're like really schooling kids, which is like I think it's kind of nice. But then it's like when they give it that like weird kind of like hard leftist bent, it gets kind of scary where it's like you need to do this and you're a fucking piece of shit,
Yeah.
evil motherfucker. It's like you can just take all that stuff out and be like, dude, you should like find out what you're good at and try to serve.
I love how they had,
Yes.
in high school we had a guidance counselor. So you'd work your dick off to get to 12th grade,
Mhm.
right? I was like 10th in my class.
Nice.
I was working my dick off, right? I did all the right things.
Yeah.
Playing sports.
Yeah. Clubs, intramural
Four-star
clubs.
athlete. You understand?
You a full-star athlete?
Yeah, baby. So I get to meet this guy.
What, backgammon?
He's like an Indian trainer. He gave me 10 minutes. And he was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. I think that's what we do here. Aren't we going to like meet a bunch?
Wait,
Yeah.
you're talking about your guidance counselor?
My guidance
No,
counselor.
you get.
Wait, was your
I had the
guidance
same thing.
counselor-
You get them for 10
literally 10 minutes.
15
Yeah, they
minutes.
don't do
And
shit.
he goes, if you go to Drexel University, I can give you $1,000. My dad was like, yes. Talked me out of art school. So I went to engineering school. Wasted like $400,000.
So hard too.
It
That
is.
is so hard.
Yeah, it's pre-med. It's like,
Dude, my roommates were all engineers, and I watched so many engineers drop out. 'Cause
Yeah.
they'd show me their homework, and I would just laugh. I'd be like, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It was
Yeah.
insane. It was insane. And that's just like that's a job that I think should be so important in a child's life and a growing adult.
Did you do like connects and like all that crazy like building shit?
Yeah, that's first semester.
And you wanted to go to art school, and you got shoehorned into being an engineer.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking
Because
about.
at that time there was no graphic artist yet because it was 1998.
Yeah.
So my father couldn't see the future of like using my visual abilities
Yeah.
to make money. Again,
Yeah.
it was all about making money. You
Yeah.
do better than I did. I did better than my dad did. And this is the process. Make as much money as you
Yep.
fucking can.
But then
You're
as
smart
you're
enough
at
to get
college,
there.
those industries are exploding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then I moved into IT because that was like even bigger. So I did
Yeah.
3 years of engineering and then finished.
No wonder you're bedeviled by Indian men, dude.
It really was, dude. It was just me and thousands of Indians and Asians. I was like one of 3 white dudes, dude.
No wonder, dude. See that trainer, you're like, you motherfucker.
No, you can't cheat on me. What, sir?
That fucking blew. That pissed me off when I went to college and people would hide their tests. I'd be like, bro.
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing? There's 400 of us in the class. Come on now.
They used to put us in this giant auditorium, and you had these boards the size of this painting.
What,
and
in
your tests
between
would be
you?
on that because they didn't have the class was large enough that didn't have classroom seating until you got to like year 3 when
Yeah.
2/3 of the class is
Gone,
dropped
bro.
out.
Dude,
Yeah.
engineering's so fucking hard.
So they put you in these big auditoriums where there's no personal desk. So you have to lean something this size on top of the seats in front of you because it's like an old school auditorium to do your test. But then they'd separate like 3 rows, like it was the SATs. So you
Bullshit.
couldn't even see,
You know what me and my bros would do in business? I majored in business after psychology. I switched from psychology. I said, fuck this. This sucks. I'm not going to school for 12 years. I'm going to do business. I'm going to make $100K a year. This is going to be nasty. That was my plan. That's all I was like, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to be awesome. And me and my
$100 grand
friend,
a year for you. Like you were like, that's $1
that
billion.
was it in my head. I
Yeah.
said, I was like, I'm going to, and I'm like, dude, and I just assumed that if you had that, you could literally do whatever you wanted
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. And that was like my only goal in life until like 5 years ago. And so me and my friends, when we had the open note tests, we'd be like, all right, you get 1 through 10, I'll get 10 through 20.
Oh,
We would split. We'd each focus on just 10 questions, and with our notes, we would kick around an answer key and be like honor code, being like, switch every fourth answer, don't go off the key, and we would just all it'd be like 6 of us. We'd all take tests together, and it was the best.
That's awesome.
That's actually the
total
greatest business
camaraderie.
lesson of all.
Total
Yeah.
camaraderie.
That is how you
Exactly.
succeed in business.
It is.
It's like the Spartans making you steal fruit to get the real lesson. Do you know what I'm talking
What
about?
did they have to do? What was this?
They would starve boys. They would
Really?
not give them enough food, but then they would have like great temple offerings with fruit and food on the table. So the boys, to stay alive, would have to break the rules and steal. But if they caught them, they'd get in trouble. But
they had to.
they
Break the
had to
rules.
steal because there wasn't enough nutrition. So too in business school.
That's
what
kinda
it's
cool.
really about is breaking all those rules and working together to do cheeky deals with your mates, but don't get caught. If you get caught, it's over. That's what they're really teaching.
Yeah, dude, that's all it was. And yeah, I guess looking back on those people who were
You
all
think
cheating
about-
with me, we all did relatively well.
You
Yeah.
think about the connective tissue between your ability and success in cheating is all intellectual capacity. You
Yeah.
must be smart and conniving.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And it all starts
It's
here.
true.
The dumb kids, they're going to try, but they're going to start eating their fingers trying to get to the fruit.
They have to be punished.
Do you ever see kids trying to cheat in school? It's a giant thing, and just be like,
Yeah.
you're like, dude, you're
Oh,
you're
no.
an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. They
The
get caught and be like,
the
"Oh,
shorts and
yeah."
all the notes on the thigh.
I was.
You ever
a-
did that one? You ever do the? You ever
I've
write
never
on
done
the
that.
leg?
I wasn't even big on cheat
Yeah.
sheets. I was an eye hustler. I was just looking
Oh.
because you couldn't prove it. There was
With
no.
that is,
Yeah.
my teachers knew I was an eye hustler as well.
Yep.
So then I had to start making these tiny little cheat sheets that go on the back of my TI
the calculator cheat sheet
83.
was nasty.
Yeah.
That was a good one. What I would do is I would just watch the teacher the whole time.
Yeah.
And if-
but
and
then
if-
he knows that. If you catch eyes with the teacher, the
Man.
teacher's like, what are you doing, man?
Dude, as soon as they looked, I would just be like,
We had a boy who
You
was,
thought you were so slick.
we had a boy who was a little differently able. We had a boy who represented himself. We had like standardized tests, but if you got a high distinction on this test, this was like in year 9 or year 8, grade 8. They take you out in front of the whole school because the whole country's getting the special mathematics tests for year 10. And there were 2 boys in our year who did really well. The guy who was the best at maths and the guy who was mentally a little not there, but who was sitting next to him that day. And they both won. It's like top 0.1% in this test. And every kid was like, hold on.
But yeah, we can't. We
He's,
got to address this.
he's obviously done. This boy was not in the top maths class. He never showed any propensity
And just
for
crushed
mathematics, but he happened to, on the same day as the guy next to him,
Yeah.
do that well.
Yeah.
That
Did
he
they-
like
did they
got
give it to
honored
him?
with. Yeah, they got like a special certificate
rules,
in front
dude.
of the school.
The rules.
And I think he was being picked on before then. This was it. He was being picked on by other kids before then. So the teachers were sort of looking out for him. And so when the kids start going, he's obviously cheating on the test. People go, don't you say that.
don't you dare.
Don't take this away from me.
I had a teacher that made the kid, like a similar situation was like, how'd you get a fucking,
Yeah.
yeah. And they made him retake a test and just change the answers, change the difficulty levels
That's
were the same, just give a
bullshit,
different
dude.
problem. And he fucking failed his dick off. Yeah, they're like, I told you.
You could make an argument being like, hey, man, I know it's like crazy, but I guessed every answer and I nailed it. You can't take that. It's like my one lucky thing that ever happened to me. Don't take that from
Yeah,
me.
then he just gives you another paper like, try guessing again.
I don't have to do that. Like statistically, this is impossible. It's highly improbable.
You
that
have the
I'll-
balls and the confidence right now, but man, you think about a teacher saying this to you when you still got shit in your khakis.
I know.
You're gonna fold quick.
I would have given up. The nicest is when you would miss a day, and then you had to take a test in grade school the day after, out in the hallway, and I'd be like, I'd be like, dude, you better come out here for the bathroom and give me the answers. But yeah,
Let's
well,
do a
dudes, we
test.
fucking did it, man. I got to.
Are we over?
I got to go to bullshit swim class, and yeah. How long we do? Like 2 hours? Oh, an hour and 20. Dang, that was awesome. That was fun. I wish we could have done longer, but I got to go to bullshit ass swim class. It's a fucking scam.
Yeah,
You got to just throw a kid in water, dude. I've done the throw the kids in water classes. They actually work.
yeah.
And you sit there and like kick your feet, dude. It's
You ever see when they toss toddlers in?
I
It's
did
like
it.
frightening.
I did it. I did it with my kids, and it's
How
like
old?
Chloe was maybe a year.
Yeah.
And they just they naturally just float. It's the Nirvana album. They
Yeah.
just fucking float in the water. And then but then they're used to it and they start slowly kicking. You got to grab them out like in like 2 seconds. But yeah, my kid could swim well. We like threw her in at like 2 years
They are
old.
water bugs.
Dude, they
Shane's
are.
barbecue.
I'm telling you, bro,
they're
it's almost a problem. They like jump in water and one can't swim at all. And I'm like, yo, chill with that. But
chill out, bro.
I tried to do this too much in Shane's pool, and I terrified my children.
yeah, it is
I
the
was
rescue
going to-
run. Yeah, that is a rescue
Yeah,
run.
we didn't learn the skill, and they're very afraid.
I guess you know what. To be fair, there are kids who are scared of water, and that you have to kind of let them kick and like kind of go
You got to
in.
get them right at the right age with the fear.
My kids.
I
like
guess in
water.
Australia, you got to live close to the shoreline, right? I mean,
Everybody does. Yeah.
there's no pool. You guys do pools
Oh,
and
we,
shit?
no, we love pool.
Oh,
Love
okay.
pools. I've seen Bluey. I know what you guys are up to.
The girl who draws Bluey came to my house.
What?
Yeah, she told me a couple fun facts about Bluey.
What's happening?
There's a long dog hidden in every episode. Did you know about this?
The wiener dog?
Yeah.
Wait, he's hidden in every episode?
Yeah,
What's Bluey?
every episode has like in the background
What's blue?
like a sausage dog. It's the greatest kids TV
it's the
show
greatest
we've ever
kid.
done.
Frill is really good.
And it'll be themed to the episode.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's for the adults to get to look and find them.
Whoa, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like how they made SpongeBob SquarePants so funny, so the adults can watch it.
Yeah, that
Like the hidden
SpongeBob is
jokes are
so
like
fucking
so
funny.
good.
It's so funny. All right, I got to get a fucking swim
All right.
class. I got to get my
Thanks,
fat-
Matthew.
my
Thank you for
fat
having
ass in a pool.
us here.
Bro,
What a beautiful
thank you guys.
set.
This was fantastic.
What
Yeah.
a beautiful pod.
Let's all shake hands. That's what we do on Stand In Pods. We all shake hands
Thank
at the
you, dude.
end.
It's just still wet from the jumping off the balcony
it's a little clammy.
story.
And now we power down.